All right, and we is live. Quick,
Stupid
get this
cats.
set back the way it needs to be. There we go.
Stay there and sleep.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's been a few weeks, obviously. Let's go ahead and kick off with our normal announcements. So, shout outs to our current subscribers: Him, You Are a Stewie, Ike, Ironlegs, Lady Delin, Lexi Charisma, and Gorham. Again, we do thank you all and appreciate the support. Um, don't have anything major beyond that, but depending on who all is watching this at a later time, whether it's YouTube, Rumble, or wherever, feel free to like, subscribe, join up, and then head over to the Twitch channel because we are doing a giveaway for Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which did launch out today as soon as we hit 250 subscribers. That said, I believe Ark is still away when he comes back.
Oh, sorry about that. I just, sorry. I have to take the costume about 10% off here. Sorry, I was just a little busy. I found that I had these little discs here, these poker chips, and I was curious how many I had. So I did do a quick discount, and
Shut up.
176.
Shut up. I don't approve of it.
So I told you. But anyway, we don't need these, so I'm going to go ahead and put them away.
Perhaps in a handbag?
That wasn't planned.
Shut up. Y'all will never let me. I make one or two accidental puns, and I never hear the end of it.
I had to wait 3 weeks to do that bit, and I spent $80 on it. You better appreciate it.
I've never had somebody spend money to harass me. Kudos.
Are you still okay with it?
No, I love it.
Okay. Now I have to spend all this time picking up my dice.
I was going to say,
Proceed.
You work, you get harassed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I even went for the obvious. You get it. Okay. Completely nondescript, noble.
Oh,
With
wow.
the bling and all.
Right?
Well then, so let's have the fun challenge of tonight. Would you guys
I'm
like
not
to
doing
recap?
it. No one knows what happened last time.
So who remembers what?
Last thing I
Let's see.
remember, we found a bunch of old clothes and started modifying them.
If I recall correctly, now this was. Hi. We fought the Dwergar on the bridge, right?
That you did, and then you guys went into the actual armory.
And no one let me. Everyone killed my quarry before I could knock him off the bridge. Selfish.
Wait, that was that the armory? Did we find the drop location? I missed the last session
We
we
have
actually
not-
played.
We didn't find a drop location yet. Last I thought weren't we dealing with all the rooms, one of them being the one with all the records of the barracks?
You had finished up in that room, and then you moved back to one of the rooms with bowls with the empty chests.
The last thing I remember was we found the burial chamber, and then we left.
Yeah, that puts you a episode or 2 behind.
Okay, so yeah, we found the room, the one room in the armory that had the holographic child bait thing and the disintegration ray. That was fun.
That's why you don't show sympathy for other people's kids.
Then we found out that the bowl is the key, and then we went to the training room, which has completely normal, not in any way mechanically enhanced sockets for training dummies. We found another room to like the dwarves trickster god, and there was a whole lot of laughing, and it was a little unnerving. And we managed to not have to fight some animated suits of dwarven plate. We found a different temple with a decorative axe and some other stuff. And we found another room with records and a really cool pen. some +1 weapons, and not another clue related to the ingot.
That is true.
I still don't like when the DM smiles. It's worse when you laugh.
Well, we're, what, 25, 26 episodes in now? Surprised
That also
you guys
means
aren't
we
used
have-
to it yet.
Are we? Wow.
Mhm.
That means we also have more investigating to do to find it.
That is true. Which functionally you were left off with 2 unexplored passages. That one door in the ale storage room, and then the pathway that was hidden behind the dark statue at the end of that entrance hall that led to kind of a glowing yellowish wall kind of force field thing.
So I think I was trying to get to that one door in the ale room still towards the end of that last session. But we
Okay.
finished off some other stuff. So I think that's where Masaki was padding off towards, because people were drinking ale.
Okay. So everybody heading to the ale room then.
Before we do that, who has eyes on Kibble?
At the moment, everybody.
Yeah. After the whole, booze that could kill you thing, now I remember because I managed to roll just high enough to realize that was a bad idea to drink.
I do remember Ark and Kaizan being on either side of Kibble.
Yeah, I remember Draho wouldn't let Kibble be unattended until we're far away from the booze.
Though
He
you
cannot be
did
trusted.
miss him for a short amount of time.
He's even sneakier when he's drunk.
That is true.
It's like, you can have one sip. Yeah, about that.
One sip now, soon to be more later.
One sip now might survive to have later.
Yeah, that knocked
Yeah.
him out.
I mean, if
So-
we lose the NPC follower to alcohol, it's not the
We've got
weirdest way
diamonds for
one
that.
to die.
Well, you guys
We're
aren't
talking
making it easy on me for killing him.
I mean, you'll just
Send
have
him
to
to
make
school.
something
Are you
even
prepared?
crazier for us to latch on to,
I'm just saying, you
emotional vampires.
you sent him to butler school. Are you prepared to send him to rehab?
No, I'm just going to have a really drunk butler.
Wait, no,
Right.
I know where you can work with this. Anytime we encounter
just-
enemy, we tell them that they have booze and he'll kill them faster.
We just send them to the Temple of Selune and have them initiate them in. And then we'll have all kinds of fabulousness with us.
But can Draho get us a 25% discount with the temple?
Oh, you can bet I'll fake piety to get that discount.
Okay.
I'll invest.
Thank you guys for bearing with us, just catching up with each other because it's been a minute.
Bearing with us. Provided by the Man Bear Bear Man.
And their man, barbarian man.
So, you guys are then in the ale storage room. You do have that one locked door.
Do we want to give Gibble a chance or do we want me to do my thing?
I mean,
Kibble.
yeah, let's try and avoid causing
As
unnecessary
we, as we
damage.
just make sort of like a U-shaped barrier around him while he's picking the lock.
The horseshoe of trust.
This is very awkward. Are you sure that you don't want to step back a little bit in case something blows up?
I'm
Horseshoe
here,
of trust just got wider by 10 feet.
This is so we can catch you if it does.
Oh,
I'm here in case it blows up. That's
So he will check for traps. It does not seem to be trapped.
there's that word seam.
Bum bum bum.
All right. Arc doesn't seem to be locked.
It does.
Gibble, can you try that?
Okay.
We still want to pretend we have the element of surprise.
Ooh, that's pretty good. You see him work at it for a little bit, and you see one of the lockpicks kind of bend slightly. The door evidently being a bit rusty. Tough to get through. But finally there's a click as he gets that to turn over. And then he backs up. Oh, I'm going to need a new one of those.
I think we have extra sets.
Yeah, but this was special.
You have mending, right?
No, maybe. I don't know. It's been 3 weeks.
Oh god, he's leveled up so much he can metagame. Breaking the fourth wall. I'm the only one who breaks walls.
I believe I do. It springs back into place.
Yay. Okay, so speaking of springing back into place, I'm going to take my place in the front and open the door.
All right. That door looks like it's going to lead down a rather dark tunnel. Heading in.
Ever burning torch.
How far does it go with super dark vision?
Super dark, you get out to your full expanse and it's still going.
Okay.
Now, super dark vision shows it's a tunnel, not like just an open room, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And we're walking.
So this pathway leads down quite a long corridor on a moderate decline that turns left 3 times, with each turn after a good 300 yards or so. Ultimately, the corridor expands into a massive square room. Pillars reach from floor to ceiling intermittently throughout the room. Each is easily several stories tall and take the shape of dwarfs in full plate armor. Fundamentally, these look a little bit like larger representations of the various statues that you saw on that floor above.
Are these load-bearing potential golems?
And they do look to be. The dreary room has little in the way of ostentatious trimming. Where it lacks that normal overall zealous beautification of stone, it makes up for it in the wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling racks of weapons and armor. Racks kind of almost make like 3-ply space cubby walls between various portions of the pillars, as well as the outer wall, like going into an old antique store. What would you like to
I'd
do?
say we
Anything good on
found
the
our
weapon
armory.
racks?
I think we found the armory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the armory.
No one asked you, Draho. Anyway, people who
That's why
can't.
my opinion is so important, because no one wants it.
So, are there like braziers and things like that to light down here if there's this much gear?
They're actually hanging off of the belts of those giant statues.
Nice. Love what they've done with the place.
Do we see a lighting apparatus, or do we got to like be creative?
Got to be creative on this one.
Does anyone in the party have prestidigitation or thaumaturgy?
We have a light.
I don't know.
cleric.
Are those useful cantrips that can come in handy in a tight spot?
In situations like this, they'd be very helpful, actually.
Then I don't have them.
If Kai
I
was
do have thaumaturgy.
you have thaumaturgy?
That would work.
Yep.
So, as we're walking along, I will use thaumaturgy to light the braziers.
Okay. So as you're walking along, you see Misaki kind of look up at the belt braziers, and each one lights independently as you continue going on.
When your god gives you the clapper.
You give everybody the clap.
Do you want to make your way right, left, center, which pathway? Or do you want to just do like all-out searches?
I say we
I
try.
think the best thing to do is split the party.
I
It's
say
always
if we.
the best thing to do.
I mean, we're technically in one room. I would
So-
say. I would just say, for the sake of this, if anyone has detect magic, this might be a good time for it.
Oh wait, I do have prestidigitation. I didn't think I actually took it.
I think it's you either get that or Druidcraft for being an arcane archer.
That's right. I only have it because my class forced it on me.
So is the room like sectioned out by type?
To an extent. So you might find a cubby that has dwarven battle axes or military picks, leather armor, dwarven plate armor, chainmail armor, various different weapons, just each one being a different chunk of stuff.
Yeah, like maybe to the left is like melee. Ahead of you is all the armor. To the right would be ranged.
Yep.
And then it's
they don't seem
subdivided
to
into
be-
those clusters.
Right, but they don't seem to be in any truly ordered fashion, other than each type has their own cubby.
Okay.
Okay, but where do we find spray paint?
That's back in the room with the kegs.
Well, we're just in Dwarven Home Depot here, so. All right. I would suggest that I would imagine dwarves being dwarves. If there are magical arms or armor, they're probably going to be a little bit like to the side and displayed slightly differently than the rest.
Or maybe at the exact opposite end where there's like a nice, like here are the mirrors. Here's how you look. By the way, here are the things that you can maybe get.
This is before the blood of your enemies. And this is after.
That's right.
Okay.
So, which way do we want to head?
I'm gonna leave this up to the party. I'm just saying I've got a 30-foot warning system strapped to my back. So send me where you think the danger is.
Well, let's start with aisle 1.
All right.
Let's try to be thorough about this.
So you make your way kind of wandering through, and you end up in what functions as somewhat of a room that's filled with nearly all types of known weapons that, like, predominantly, though, dwarven battle axes, military picks, single pieces of armor, chain vestments, dwarven-sized plate armor. Some are a bit more ornamental than others. Some are heavily embossed for occasions of grandeur. As you round a few racks, you find your way towards the rear of the massive room, and you find yourself staring at somewhat of an odd sight. Several large siege machines are tucked away into this corner. 2 large ballistae, a standard catapult, and what looks to be a moderately disassembled trebuchet. And even more weird is this oversized looking cart contraption with a catapult taking up the wagon space.
I just have to get this out of my system. Reassemble. Okay.
Wait,
Disassemble.
there's like a ton of siege equipment here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it built dwarven style so it can be broken down and carried off by a small crew of people to a cart to be loaded?
It
and
is.
delivered to perhaps a mansion on a hill where we can reassemble it and
Perhaps.
turn our small mansion into a fortified weapons center? I just don't want the city to be able to take that property back from us.
We have the deed. I thought that's how civilized things work.
That doesn't mean shit. I'm from Mythdraenor. I know how easily you can take someone's property without their permission through the law.
I don't think the city watch can take us.
Not if we got trebuchets and ballistas.
You know, we'll have to hire a crew for those.
I have 25 gold a quarter. I can hire a small crew.
I think our
You don't need well-trained people.
I think our guard detail just got bigger. Anyway,
So we have siege weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. So if that looks like is being stored down here, there must be a way for it to go out.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
means
I think they make the doors here generally kind of big.
They do. Functionally broken down, you think all of that could go back up that tunnel way.
They'll just like NASCAR pit crew it back together, just and then we're good.
We got a dwarf pit crew.
It's true, we do.
If anyone's going to know how to disassemble and reassemble a dwarven siege craft, it's them.
All right.
I mean, that's a little bit racist, Draho.
I would say the same thing if it was dwarven. I would assume I would know how to do it, even though I don't, because that's menial labor.
All right, so let's see. So that's basically just the first aisle, or is that like the whole room in general?
That's that section that you found yourselves wandering into.
Okay. All right.
Continuing on.
Did anyone notice any conspicuously loose stones?
Well, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I think everyone should investigate. Because I would have been saying so. Okay. That's not terrible, but it's not great.
I'm gonna go ahead and investigate with guidance on myself.
Okay.
In fact, my roll is so not wonderful or great, it's 10.
Nice number.
Where did
There
my
are
D4
axes
go?
in this room.
I don't know why it rolled for the owl, but sure.
So,
20,
between
21
you
total.
and your familiar, that'll do.
Oh,
Um,
find the stash.
As you kind of go through inspecting the various different siege engines, you get closer to the wagon and you notice that a small satchel is slung over the seat. There seem to be a variety of pedals, pulleys, levers, and assortment of buttons placed on it using different colored gemstones. One of them stands out, being a large circular cut red ruby, larger than all the other buttons.
I think we're all thinking in our best DD voice. Ooh, what's this button do?
No.
Yes, I am totally thinking that, but I'm also at this point going to put a hand on Kibble's shoulder and hold him back.
That was my next move too.
He just kind of goes wide-eyed and looks up at you like, "What? I didn't do nothing."
Not yet.
We're gonna keep
Not
it that
yet.
way.
I'm helping you control your baser kobold instincts.
All right, so let's check the satchel first.
Sure. So in that satchel, you find a small figurine of an armored dwarf sitting on a round base.
Okay.
Sounds like it's part of a puzzle.
Does it
If
appear
we
to
get
be
more of
magical?
if we get more of
It
these
does not.
things, if we get more of these little statues and some dice, I know a great game we could play.
All right. I'll go ahead and relay back to the party what I found. I'm assuming y'all want me to push the button.
No.
I'd like to investigate the button, what it
Not-
leads to
Not
first.
in an I would say not in an enclosed space with lots of sharp, pointy things in here, and load-bearing dwarves. Can we investigate the little statuette to see if it has a thing that opens?
Gonna take a look over it.
I would like someone smarter than me to do that.
I can look at it.
Well, Nivara currently has it.
I mean, does it fit into the corresponding control board?
It does not.
Can
I
you
guess I'll
make
go ahead
it
and
fit?
investigate that as well.
Okay. As you kind of rotate it in your hand, on the bottom, underneath the base of it, there seems to be an anvil with a flame icon.
It's Muradin.
Of course it is.
Anything from the magic book that makes me know stuff about dwarfs?
It's not specifically about dwarves. It's particular about one god. But no, you would know that this is the symbol of Murda.
Does it look like any of the load-bearing pillars specifically?
It does not.
Okay.
Hmm.
Have you tried unscrewing the base?
No, but I suppose I can. Does it do anything?
Doesn't it? It seems to be fully attached.
Darn dwarven super glue.
So maybe hang on to it, continue searching.
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep looking. I want to investigate how that button is combined to everything, but I don't want to press the button.
really, without kind of taking the panels apart, you wouldn't be able to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk taking the panels apart.
Start pulling it apart, try and put it back together, and then just out of nowhere, a dwarven dad comes in. What did you do?
Yeah, I guess we'll keep searching around, ignore the button. I'm gonna keep a good watch on Kibble, though, keep him in my grasp.
I mean,
Like a toddler, I'm not letting go of his hand.
You don't want him to fall into the gorilla enclosure.
He kind of keeps looking up at you, looking over the buttons, looking up at you, looking over at the buttons.
I grip tighter.
So, continuing on?
Yes.
All right.
What's behind aisle number 2?
Well, as you make your way through rack after rack of weapons in this maze-like structure, you end up finding your way to a central point within the room. There you find a war table. Small figurines of dwarves, orcs, and drow are arrayed on the table, with many more figurines set into the nooks and sides of the table. Small stacks of scroll tubes sit on one side, and a small stack of books sits on the opposite end.
Like I said, we just need some dice.
Does the figure we found match these?
No, it looks to be a unique one compared to the rest. Slightly larger.
An RFB. I didn't expect to make another Dexter reference, but there it was.
Look, the stack of books. Are they titled on the spine, or are they just bound books and you got to look in the pages?
These ones are just bound books.
Do they look like pretty much every other book we've encountered, where if you look at it hard enough, it'll just fall apart?
Most of them, yes. One, on the other hand, looks rather sturdy.
Suspiciously not rotting. Hey, book people. Look.
I will check it out.
Okay.
I'm gathering up the little figures.
So you have to lift a couple of the books to get down to it, and as you do, they kind
That
of disintegrate through your hands. That one, however, does stay intact. It has an ornate bronze binding which covers the book. Also has a small locking mechanism that has several dials and a key space.
We find a key. I feel like we found a key.
We did. We
a
found
few
it,
since we've been down here.
but I do remember we found an odd-looking key upstairs, didn't we?
I know we found a key that's already gone to a door.
Mm-hmm.
Odd ringed key set and odd key.
Well, the odd ring key set, I think, is from when I started with.
Yeah, a key with a head resembling the face of a book. The odd key. Try that one. See if it works.
That sounds specific.
All right, so who has that key?
It's in party inventory, so anyone can take it.
All right, I will take it and attempt to unlock the book.
All right. So you get the click, but it doesn't seem to want to open yet.
Well, maybe if we sat down and listened to it for a bit, it might open up.
Okay, we've got the key in it. Let's see if Kibble can figure out the contraption. He's good with this thinking stuff.
Is he, though?
If he's not, what's the worst that'll happen?
I
Book explode?
I mean, first of all, don't give the universe ideas. Second, I mean, would you rather I take a look at it, because I have a way that's probably not going to leave the book much of use after I open it.
I was just asking for clarification on Kibble's relative intellect, because it's not something I assumed that he was particularly endowed with.
Oddly, he has an int of 14.
He's a very crafty lizard.
I did, for the first 3 levels, I did get to pretty much build him.
I think he's also I think he also has the most experience with locks out of anyone in this room. So, someone whispers from the void, "Not everyone."
Right, yeah, I guess let's see what Kibble has to say about the lock.
All right. So he looks at it. I think it's a combination lock. See the dials? They They probably had numbers at one point.
Do we have any kind of cipher that we picked up?
Mm-hmm.
There's that book that we had with.
How many dials are there?
Total of 3.
It doesn't take long to brute force those, so I'm just going to start brute forcing it.
Okay. Go ahead and make me. Oh, let's go with investigation.
Everyone else, take a short rest.
Oh, that doesn't take very long at all. Maybe about 5 minutes goes by, and then all of a sudden the book clicks and opens. In it, you find that it looks to contain various different magical spells.
Great, add it to our long list of spell books
Mm-hmm.
that nobody
I'll
can
go ahead
use.
and any rituals in it?
Let's see. Find familiar would be the obvious one.
Got that one already.
I don't think any of the others, but I will just link all of it into Discord for you.
Yay!
So overall what it has is Find Familiar, Jump, Long Strider, Mage Armor, Shield, Sleep, Acid Arrow, Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Blur, Invisibility, Levitate, Shatter, Web, Animate Dead, Blink, Dispel Magic, Fireball, Tongues, Banishment, Fire Shield, Polymorph, Wall of Fire, Cloud, Kill, Hold Monster, Wall of Force, Chain Lightning, and True Seeing.
Guys, we're going to have some awesome cigars later.
Alright, well, since I can't do anything with wizardy stuff, I'll go ahead and just tuck that in a bag somewhere.
We'll find
Side
out.
note, I've been looking. We have so many different spell books. If one of us dies, you have to come back as a straight wizard. You have every spell in existence.
I want to try out the new Blade Singer, so if I die.
Blade
There's
Singer's
a lot
so
of good
fun.
spells for a blade singer in there.
It's so fun. I'm playing one in a side game on the weekend.
If nothing else, we can hire a wizard to copy these down into scrolls for us, and then we can smoke them. So, meanwhile, Ark has been picking up all the little figurines off of the war table because.
Okay. In doing that, you do find one additional one that seems to be a bit larger than the others.
Does it also have the symbol on the base?
It does. This one is a boot that has a mace overlapping the symbol.
A boot with a mace overlapping it? Okay, guys, we're looking for a top hat, a car, a dog. I've actually been checking all the bases for symbols, but even if they don't have them, they're going in the bag.
Okay.
So, does this table move?
It does not.
Can we make it move?
You're just like, no. You try. It does not.
What about the scrolls that are next to the table?
Checking those out.
Do the scroll cases look suspiciously okay?
The cases do.
Okay. If for no other reason, those are some nice cases. Useful to have. So,
Yep.
So investigation? Yeah, check them out.
All right. Within the scroll tubes, you find parchment that seems almost fresh, perfectly preserved throughout the ages. Though several of the tubes, however, look to be cracked. The parchment inside turned a little more than dust. Those that you are able to retrieve detail out drawings with numbers and notes of various items. A catapult, trebuchet, a ballista, and the last one even looks more odd, but looks like that odd-looking wagon from before. And it has in Dwarvish labeling it as the War Wagon. Each one of
guys,
these
it's called the war wagon.
show a side, top, and front and back views of the various different pieces. And then on that war wagon, there seems to be that weird mechanism built into the undercarriage. Though the oddest thing that you note is that it has no place to attach to what would be for a heavy wagon where draft animals would connect to it.
So does
So-
they just assemble this on the field and push it?
So this all looks to be like drawing schematics.
Wait a minute. it moves by itself. It is automatically mobile. There should be a shorter word for that, but I can't think of it.
All I know is it's going in my list of wagons eventually when we find it.
If one of us makes an artificer, we are reverse engineering the crap out of those.
I was just gonna put it on transporting stuff from one city to another.
Also,
good luck robbing that bandit.
Why reverse engineering? It looks like you've got the schematics in hand.
Also, of all the wagons we have run across, this one's my favorite.
Actually, no. I have an artificer working at the house.
Oh, yeah.
I have my own lab even.
Okay. Does anyone see anything that might be a drop location in this area?
Nothing that's standing out at the moment. Though, as you're poring over the table with the figurines, you do notice that there are 4 circular slots, one in each corner of the table.
Roughly the size of the figurines.
Roughly.
I put. Okay, I guess we're looking for 2 more.
Wait, no, I think. Let me go through this. I think we found them all.
No, we found 2. We found one in the satchel, one on this table. Did we have another 2 before this?
Check. I feel like we found at least one other one earlier on. I might be thinking of something else.
There was the...
As I reach into the bag of holding, thinking very hard about figures that look like this, do I pull anyone out?
Well, you just put a whole bunch of them in there, so they just kind of all just...
No, but the big
one.
The
bigger. He's talking about the bigger size
big
ones.
Gotcha. No, nothing that appropriately fits the larger schematic.
Okay.
I
guess. Look for more.
I mean, we've only been into section 2 of what, like 20 in this place. So,
Yep.
So do the corners have any symbolism around them to correspond to what might appropriately go in the hole?
In the hole itself is a bit further down. It's kind of hard to see in there, but there is some form of like grooving indentation that you can kind of feel at the bottom.
Okay. So like the correct one might click into place like a stamp.
well, gang, I think it's time to solve this mystery.
Yeah, we just need more figures. Then we need to snap them into place. Then we need to duck.
Okay. So we found a cool book. We found a puzzle table.
We found some neat skull cases and schematics.
And a lot of cool little minis, which, you know.
Yeah, Draho is definitely going to take all the schematics and the scrolls and tuck them into his cloak where he keeps all of his scrolls, his scroll cases.
That's going to be kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Here, hand them here.
We have, I think, 3 bags of holding right now. So.
Oh, well, then I'll throw them in one of the bags of holding, but not normally it goes on me, so it doesn't get lost, and then it goes into my lockbox with my dragon.
The lockbox will be
Yeah.
disguised as the volume of the Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas.
Start. As Draho hands them out, I just take one, put it in the bag, take the other one, put it in the same bag. They just keep dropping in.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll give him all the stuff we just picked up, but of course my private documents stay with me.
All right. That's all the things of note in this area. Aisle 3, plumbing.
All right. So beginning your search for additional figurines, you find
Now that we
yourself
know what we're looking for.
you find yourselves walking through rack after rack of weapons. From a distance, one looks to have like an odd lump next to it in the darkness.
Oh, well, weapon has an odd lump next to it.
Yep.
What do I see in the not darkness?
From this distance, it looks kind of like a misshapen handle.
Okay, before anyone moves anything out of the way, I hold up Kibble. See if there's any traps, please.
Okay.
Well, I'm lighting lights as we move along. So
Nope, definitely not trapped.
Okay, I'll put them back down.
Okay.
I move whatever the weapon is to get the thing.
Well, as you get closer to it, it gets a bit better of a view. You see that there's a mace with the head resting on the floor, and there's a boot stuffed on top of the mace.
like upside down on the mace.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, there was a boot and a mace on the bottom of the figure, so
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah. Okay.
That's
So okay. So So
Yes.
that's on the floor or that's on the rack?
So the mace itself is on the rack. The head of the mace is facing the floor, with the hilt of the mace facing up and the boot sitting on top.
Do we have any details about where in relation to this mace and boot that we need to look?
So you said that the hilt's pointed. So the head of it is upward or downward?
downward.
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 Yep.
Okay.
Like it's appropriately racked.
Gotcha. I look
Okay.
underneath where it was.
Well, as you look down, you notice that the head of the mace is severely wicked looking. Like, maybe sharper, maybe better than most of the maces around it.
Is it oddly cleaner than the maces around it?
It is.
Does it look like it adds 1 and/or 2 to everything you do?
It may.
Does it look like it may disrupt things?
Could be.
Hey,
Yeah,
Kibble,
let's take
you
it.
want to take some 10 minutes here and stare at this and tell us what it is?
The boot?
The mace. The mace
The
Kibble.
mace? Well, do you want the boot?
Maybe, but tell me what the mace is first before I touch anything.
Okay. Well, I gotta touch it to do that.
Very carefully.
And so, as you lift it over, he kind of looks at the boot and lifts it up.
No, I'm lifting him up to it.
Oh, gotcha. So he puts his hand out on it and starts his wooge.
I am holding him there for 10 minutes.
He ends up letting you know, yes, it is a mace of disruption.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And what's the boot? Is it a boot of disruption too?
He picks up the boot, and underneath, as the boot lifts off, drops a small figurine.
Catch.
Good catch.
That one is
The soul
looking at
says
it.
Red Foreman.
The bottom of that one shows kind of a odd mountain-looking thing with a gem in the middle.
That lad is the Arkenstone. No.
All right, let's throw that one in the bag with the other statuettes. Grab the mace, and I guess if anyone uses maces,
I think almost everyone here can.
let me rephrase that. If anyone is good using a mace, because I'm not.
Being a strength-based weapon, that would probably be best with me. Ark
Yeah.
wouldn't know this ahead of time, but it is especially effective against undead. So, and
Because if I get in a situation where I have to hit something with a weapon, I have done something severely wrong.
I think all of us have done something severely wrong if you're in that situation. We all share blame in that.
Note
Yeah,
to
I guess
self,
throw it in the
engineer
bag.
that
Somebody
situation.
decide if you need a mace of disruption at some point between games.
I'll carry it because
Okay.
I'm a walking arsenal at this point.
Yeah, at this point, we just give you a variety of weapons and say, go hit stuff.
I just get excitable as to choice, like to keep my options open. That does beg the question, and I'm assuming the answer is yes. That is an attuned item.
That is a good question.
Something that powerful usually is. Yes, requires
Is-
attunement.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm at my limit, unless I want to be a little more squishy. But let's proceed as is. And we'll decide if someone wants to attune to that.
All right. So continuing on, you begin overturning every nook and cranny, checking behind weapons, inside armor, and eventually you all end up in kind of the back central portion of the room, searching the racks there. And At this point, Misaki notices a dwarven battle axe on one of the racks where the handle is a bit stouter than the others around it.
Is it also suspiciously clean and or sharp?
It is not.
Okay.
No, but it's stouter, as in examining the bottom. Does it twist?
It does.
Pull apart? Yeah. Twist open and see what falls out.
Okay.
Or slides out, I should say.
In fact, it doesn't even really require a twist. As you kind of pick up the handle, it pulls free of the battle axe head, and as you lift it, there attached to the top is a small figurine.
What does it have on its base?
As I then just
Pair of battle axe, hand axes that are crossed.
Oh,
Well, we've got 4. So let's go see if this does a thing.
So Moradin, Clangadin,
Burgadine?
is Gemhammer the actual name of the god?
Nope. That's just a crispy.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he was taking on those names or not. You know that because Crispy does Crispy.
Yep. The other two are Marthamon Duin and Dumathoin.
Okay.
Okay.
He said,
So back to the war room table thing.
Okay.
back to the middle.
Okay. First, before we start this, I would like to see if we could see on the. I'm assuming there's like a map that was laid out on the table at some point.
To an extent, yes.
Okay. Because I'm not sure if we have to put these in a particular order, and there might be something that gives that away. So maybe we should do that beforehand to see if there's some clues.
Well, you did feel that there was rough engravings within the base pieces.
As in, if the 4 pieces had to be placed in a certain order,
Correct.
arc.
Navarra, you like puzzles.
I'm sorry, I spaced out for a second there. Can I recap that?
Perfect.
Navarre staring off into the brazier.
Like, look at all these weapons I don't use.
So the table in each of the 4 corners, there's a small hole that goes down about an inch. And within each one of those holes is a weird rough edging to it that's upraised.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm assuming we can kind of figure out which one's which.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
guessing they fit, or like the symbols are probably like raised off the bottom or sunk in.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess well, I mean the one with the crossed axes should be pretty obvious.
Mhm.
I think they should all be fairly
So
obvious.
let's find the ones that we think work and then put them in all at once and see what happens.
All right.
And then we'll go to DEFCON 2.
Good plan. Placing in all 4 of the figurines to the respective slots, you see them kind of slowly descend into the table.
That's so cool.
A small pylon on the kind of northeastern side of the floor raises up, kind of intersecting between 2 racks, and within the pylon is a bronze dwarf-sized skull.
Skull number 2.
I will take the skull. I will also see if it constructs any additional pylons.
It does not, sadly.
Okay. And I'm going to find the trap door of the skull, assuming that it's similar to the one we already have.
It is.
Okay. This is gonna this as much as I take trophies of actual skulls sometimes. This is interesting. So pop it out. What's it say?
On this one, as you open the skull, you find a small wad of leather. Straightening it out, in the dwarvish lettering it reads, "We found your little hiding space. Soon we'll find the one in the Crypt of Fallen Heroes. Enjoy the company." And at that point, Draho's polearm starts giving off a wailing sound.
I warned you.
does everyone hear that, or is it just me?
Oh, it's loud. Everybody
loud.
hears it.
Okay, because I was going to say, because if it's just me, I'm just going to immediately start going, damn, tinnitus.
So just before that happens, it's like, huh? Crypt of Fallen Heroes. Is that the place that we... Oh, God, what is that noise?
And then appearing out of the darkness around you
is a battle map.
It is.
Oh, there's one. I can only see one token, and it's not telling me.
Be happy you can only see one token.
Yeah.
Oh, are these vases again?
Amongst other things.
No, these are Drow. And
they're Skeksis.
Barb Devils.
There is one Baz.
Okay.
Did you get lost?
Wow, that is a lot of things. Hey, Devar, remember how we're talking about you being in a situation where you might have to hit something?
What's that? Already engineered that situation?
You shut your face. Oh God, that's a lot of not happy.
Yeah, that's a lot of not happy.
It's a good thing so many of us showed up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Kaizan?
He kind of sat back a while ago. Needed to rest up. Wink, wink. Hopefully he gets here soon.
That's what I'm saying. Where is he? He should be running in right about now.
That would be nice.
Hey guys, did you see that trebuchet? What's happening?
Next thing you know, you hear something rack and a thunk.
Kazan just turns his guys, watch out. I've said several feet. Oh, you found them. So with the initiative rolling, I imagine.
That is correct.
Oh.
Don't worry, I can win this for us.
Ooh, okay, not bad. That's going to be 15 for Ark.
Yeah. 20, baby.
Yeah.
You're actually in a very good position, honestly, Draho.
Yeah, I'm immediately gonna jump over a weapon rack and cower in the corner. To give me optimal range.
All
Not because I'm a coward.
Just so I understand how this may progress, DM, does this constitute a surprise round for our enemies, or is this just happening?
Functionally, you guys aren't able to be surprised.
That's
because of my alarm system.
I'm just making sure because barbarian paranoia. I mean, primal senses.
Man, I am never unattuning that halberd.
So Ark will never be surprised.
I have essentially
I won't be surprised by combat.
I've essentially turned a magical polearm into nothing more than an alarm system.
Yeah, that's what
It'll never be used.
Okay, I think I found Draho's arch nemesis for this fight. Drow
Bowfiend.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's my first target. But I don't know. The wizard seems dangerous too.
I mean, they're dangerous, but the other one's mocking you. So.
And on that note, it is Draho's turn.
Yeah, it is. All right. First things first. What is it to move over the weapon rack? Do I?
The weapon rack is floor to ceiling.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, there's.
Can I creep through this little gap right here between the two in the corner?
Nope.
Okay.
Just get on the table.
And if it's part of a 5-foot square section, consider it effectively walling.
Fair enough. And I'm just gonna step. Man, I'm as good as I can be.
I can make some exits if you want.
No, I just would like to get more distance on the things that are trying to kill me. All right, let's attack the Bowfiend. I feel like between he and the wizard, those should be my first priorities.
Now, I will say that you can see through the weapons racks because they're not completely full.
Gotcha.
That's interesting.
Oh, well, you know what? Now that I think about it, if I move here, I've essentially put my back to a wall.
Yep.
Haha.
Well, look on the bright side, guys. If you need a particular type of weapon, they're here.
Now, if only I could get Nivara and maybe Kibble to stand right in front of me.
It'd be like that one scene in John Wick 3.
Okay, Bowfiend. Does a 10 hit?
It does not.
Okay, second attack.
Nice warning shot.
13 misses too.
That it does.
Well, did they miss or did they hit someone within the range of the thing?
Oh, that's what I was doing next. I just wanted to see if I would actually hit him.
Okay.
Oh man, that wizard's just out of range. So lucky. I guess try and arc at the chain devil right in front of it.
Okay.
Or just bounces, does like a U-turn.
Mm, 14 will miss as well.
Okay, well, action surge. This is the time to use it. Yes!
That's nice.
About time. And I am going to use my barb shot on that because it's critical, so why not?
All right.
So.
Give it all you got.
I was going to say.
That is 21 regular damage.
Okay.
Part of me was like, use your explosive arrow. And then I'm like, wait, that is a lot of shrapnel.
Not only that, but I mean, I do more with the barb.
That is fair.
So that's 4d6.
Yes.
Yes. And another 17, I believe, poison. And then he takes slashing every time he walks. Unless he wastes a turn taking that off. So there's that. Now one more attack. Womp womp. Oh well, at least I got one.
True.
Oh, 1 out of 4 ain't bad.
So your first one goes pinging off into that shield on the right and gets stuck there. Second one fires towards him, and he kind of deflects, which fires it back towards that bow fiend who...
As far as the other guys...
Like, whoa.
As far as the other guy knows, he just reflected it into his buddy's back.
You are a Stewie, just did a force reroll. Should I assume that's going to Draho's last attack?
It better not go to my critical.
It could. It could.
Let's make this more interesting.
I'll never trust Rao again.
You say that like you ever did.
He is pondering heavily.
Come on, give me that last attack again. I can do it. Give it to me.
Yep,
yeah.
Most recent one. Go for it.
Man, am I not capitalizing on that.
That is true. A 12 will still miss.
You know what? Because he's so wounded, inspiration. I'm going to try one more time. Come on, 20, baby. 20, 20, 20.
It was worse.
Well, I'm out of
3 on the
attacks.
die.
So that
You better
is
hope there's no
literally
saving throws
everything I
first.
could possibly do.
You better hope there's no saving throws for the rest of the game, Draho.
Don't worry, I'll make all my saves.
All right. Let's see. Nothing else, correct?
Nothing else. That was it.
Okay. That will bring us to Kibble, who will bonus action disengage, scoot over here, and attempt to do...
Attack the bow fiend. I'm going to tell him to target.
Not that, because it doesn't have anything next to him. He's going to go for the Barb Devil number 2, so that he can get his sneak attack off.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. He's Rogue Bard.
And thinking about that, let's just double check that he doesn't have any spells that are going to be useful for you guys at the moment.
I think shooting a thing with advantage and doing the sneak attack is going to help.
Yep, more than likely. I'm not
I
going to tell you
mostly
what his
built
third
his
level
bard
spell is at the
around
moment.
being utilitarian, not combat. Like his bard levels were specifically to give him healing and identifying and detecting.
He does hit.
Also, as a note, remember he has an adamantium dagger, and he still has my hinterland boots, so he has resistance to cold damage.
Very true. All right, so he does a total of 15 damage on Barb Devil number 2 as that fires in, hits the spleen, and you hear a kind of squelching.
I'm sorry.
Do they?
Do I see the word partially resisted?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it's a fiend, dude.
But it's magical. I do not like this.
Yeah, his bow's magical. That shouldn't be happening.
Ba-ba-bum.
Freaking devils.
Let's see, resistance,
Unless I'm
cold, bludgeoning,
completely-
piercing, slashing from non-magical that aren't silver.
We do have 1 or 2 silvered weapons. I think.
Pretty
That
sure
is saving
magic
throws.
goes
So
through.
yep, that should do full damage. Kibble's items just aren't equipped magically within the system. So let's update
Okay.
that.
Get your shit together, Kibble.
I know it's terrible.
I
isn't
thought so. I was like, I thought in this, like, pretty much magic does everything.
it? More often than not. Some
There are very-
can be a little weird.
There are some cases where it's just resistance to bludgeoning damage. From magical weapons, just resistant to bludgeoning damage.
So we are then on to the Blue Baz, who is our leader for this one. Let's see. He saw Draho do the most damage, so he will fire a heavy crossbow towards Draho.
Through the weapons racks, that should be disadvantaged.
I think you have partial cover.
That is correct. Not that it matters, because his first attack still missed. Second roll, even worse. So 2 attacks, no miss.
He is crossbow expert.
He does.
And that's just Draho ducking into the corner real tight.
And that will bring us to Nivara.
All right. So the barb devil that Kibble shot, how injured does he look? I'm assuming not very much.
Not very much. Good lord, they have a lot of hit points.
Stop bragging.
I would like to attempt to banish him.
Okay.
Ooh. If you can maintain concentration, he stays away too.
So what is that? A charisma save for you?
That sounds about right.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's
Charisma
charisma.
save DC 16.
How much does this guy believe in himself?
With a 21, he believes heavily.
Can I inspiration to make him do that again?
You
Yes.
can. And I will even not give it advantage this time.
I was going to say with a 21, it doesn't matter which save it is at this point.
True. But that gives him an 8. Poof. He is banished, goes back to his home plane.
Nobody let them hit Nivara for a minute.
Well, now she can move away free without wasting an action. Or an
That
opportunity.
also puts me in a better position to do things. Yay.
So the question is, where do I want to go that will keep me relatively away from stuff? And I don't think there's a good answer to that.
Actually, now you know what? I didn't realize before I finished my turn. Could I just move up 1 to give her room to duck?
Sure.
I didn't realize that there was like that's perfectly
I was going
situated.
to say, is the war table an actual table or more of just a block of stone?
A large chiseled out block of stone.
I say duck behind Draho. I've got like a 20-some AC.
This is the rare opportunity. There's a
Yep,
rare
I'm
moment where Draho's
gonna
actively allowing you to
repay
use it as a
Draho
shield.
for all the times he cowered behind me.
Yep.
He is offering.
Assuming making a down, down, lower left to make that circuit.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Up, down, left, right, left, right.
Don't want to go past Chain Devil 1.
Any bonus actions?
No, I don't have anything I can do it. Bonus actions, so I am good.
All right. Brings us to Barb Devil number 1.
I don't like how many of these are going before me.
He will scoot up next to Masaki.
Attack of opportunity when it runs into me.
Yeah, you can.
Whack.
On criticals, pull a Kaizen.
That's what we need to do for a one shot. We all just have Polar Mastery and stand in a line and wait.
Well,
Pretty
not
sure
a
that
crit, but
hits.
that will hit. Let's see, 15 to him. That work.
And that D6, I believe, is cold.
That's correct. Yep. So it's got type slashing, comma cold. Yep, that's perfect. All right. Double check his attack set. Yep, multi attacks. Okay. So first attack, he comes in swinging with a claw. That is a critical. Anybody doing anything about that?
None of us are grave clerics.
Yes, but it doesn't the attack of op take up my reaction?
It does.
So I don't think I can do.
And I don't think any of us are wearing the adamantium plate, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah,
I have
okay.
nothing I can do with that.
I've got. nothing.
I'm double checking, but I don't think I can throw that off if I've already used my reaction.
Well, if it makes you feel better, it does a whole massive 9 damage.
As
Ooh.
crits go, that is not bad.
Right.
Wow.
Is it 2 claws and a tail then? Yep, 2 claws with a tail. So second claw comes in, swinging on the left after hooking you that way. You manage to duck out of the way. Probably one of those, ow, that hurts. Back up. And then in doing so, he swings his ass around, flinging that tail at you with a 25 to hit.
Go ahead and take disadvantage on that.
Disadvantage? All right. Let's roll that one more time. That'll be a miss. So we can take away 9 damage from you. No, 10 damage from you.
I was going to say it's the 10. Don't go cheating us a damage.
I would not do that.
As there's a bright flash of light when the attack happens.
Flares.
Okay. That is Barb Devil 1. Barb Devil 2 is banished. Ark, you are up, sir.
Time for the Barb Devil. So obviously, I'd like to rage.
Mhm. Added appropriately to you. Boop. Raged.
Okay. Seeing this thing right here, and also wanting to kind of block off 2, I'm going to go ahead and recklessly attack the Chain Devil.
Okay.
I won't regret this at all. Okay. That is going to be a 16 on the die plus lots.
That will hit.
So, from rolling 16 and missing, that's a problem. Let's see, get some good dice here. All right, that is 9. That is 18 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to push it back 5 feet to the space immediately above it.
Boop.
Yep. And then I'm going to move in and attack it again.
All right.
Okay, that's 17 plus lots.
That
So,
will still hit.
okay. And that is 17 damage.
Very nice. All right.
And then I'll just roar at him.
And
That's what I
in doing that, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. As you're looking at him, you see his kind of features melt away and turns into someone that you love that's departed.
19.
And in your rage, you growl at him, and that mask breaks and shatters apart.
He tried to intimidate me, and I threw it back at him. Yeah. Roar. Okay, I'm done.
All right. That'll bring us to the Drow House Wizard. Oh, what else spells do you have?
Did you just say the House Wizard?
Yep, it's
Yes.
a House Wizard.
Top left corner.
Boop.
Can we give it a sock and make it go away?
Potentially. That is, very Drow. Very Drow.
Yeah, I was debating between him and the archer, but I figured the archer would probably be the bigger damage dealer overall.
Oh, that's a little mean. Not going to use that. Going to use the other one, which is even more mean.
This is a very tight map, and there's a wizard of our level.
It is true.
You're a dick.
At least there's only one.
I feel as though you're implying there was going to be more than one if Kai was already here.
All right. I can't
That's
get
not a
Arc, or I can't get the 3 in the lower left. So we're going to go with Draho, Naivara, Kibble, and Misaki. go ahead and give me Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Are you sure you can't attack me? And just me, and maybe some of his friends while he's at it.
Go back to my.
Oh, hey.
photos. Yeah, not bad.
Proud of you guys.
All right, and let's get Kibble in there. Kibble with a 20. That is
Nice.
excessive.
Well done.
19, 19, 18, 20, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone saves for half of 5d8 poison damage.
Oh.
And there is a smoky cloud centered near kind of the, so on the table, bottom middle portion of the table, 20-foot radius around that.
Does it smell like bad eggs?
It does. So everyone will take half of 25.
You gotta correct that on my sheet, or should I?
Go ahead. I'm going to get it on Kibbles real quick. That would be
So that's
12.
12.
12.
Yep.
Concentration is what?
It's half the damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Correct.
Okay, so 10
Yep.
in this case.
And do you have Warcaster?
I do not.
Ooh.
I'm going to Dark One's Luck that.
Okay.
'Cause I really don't want that Barb Devil to come back just yet.
Yeah, let's let him sit it out and have his. Oh God.
Oh,
Well,
thank
how
God.
about
Wait. You rolled
you rolled Constitution, not concentration?
Yeah, that's the same thing, is it not?
It is.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't know if the skill pips would come into play though.
well, that just adds that amount to it, right?
Yeah, it adds that amount to it.
Oh,
so
okay.
And
that
that's
makes
exactly what you
sense.
need, actually.
it becomes a 10, so I succeed.
Okay. I thought you re-rolled another 20, and I had the same thought you did. I'm like, crap, that didn't help.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it a 10? And I'm like, oh. Hey, just enough is still enough.
That is correct. You are good to go.
I know this is going to be a dumb question, but my shield amulet just lets me cast shield, right?
No, it lets you cast a winged shield. Basically, it floats around you and gives you the benefits of a shield for up to a minute.
Yep, without holding it.
Whatever happened to that ring that was like the damage ward that we got from the one lady like forever ago?
It's been in my inventory. I just specifically held on to it until we found someone that would use it.
Well, I think we kind of agreed that it was probably going to go to Navarra or I think at that point Frostgar's not here.
All right, well, if it's sitting in Draho's inventory, it doesn't help, so...
Yeah, I remember I had it with me because I was like, yeah, we'll find someone to use it.
But that is the wizard's turn, leading us over to the Baz leader. Where are you at?
Thought he went.
In the bottom.
Oh.
No, that's the blue Baz.
Wait, there's I thought you said the blue Baz was the leader for this.
He is, and yet I'm showing a Baz leader being attached to that, so that is incorrect. We are going to delete that item, bringing us to the Chained Devil.
Hi.
Chained Devil 1.
Not mine.
Not yours. He's going to scoot in and attack Draho.
That's the luck,
He's
buddy.
gotta try to attack Draho.
That is true.
This is not the time for arrogance.
He
It
makes
is always a time for
2 attacks.
arrogance when you're a Reichland mirror. His family is born in arrogance.
His first chain spins, lashes out, misses you slightly. Second one spins, lashes out, and kind of taps off your armor.
Elven craftsmanship.
It's true.
I stand corrected. Good job.
Chain Devil 2 will go after Ark. Same sort of thing.
Yeah.
First is going to miss with an 11. It's just because flying wildly, he's still a little afraid of you.
He's still thrown off by the fact that his glamour did nothing.
It is. So he spins up both and kind of goes off to the sides with each, and just kind of, as the chains drop, he looks at you and has this very, crap kind of moment.
Meanwhile, Ark is, while he's raging, just in his head, you spin me right.
Misaki, you are up.
Yeah, so that top row.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like partially in that aisle? Are they tucked back into those alcoves? How's that looking?
So as far as alcoves, the wizard's kind of in an alcove. The Drow Gladiator is in a row, and the Chain Devil and Drow Bowfiend are in kind of an exit row.
Basically, can I drop a wall of fire across all four of them?
Oh, absolutely. You can see across all of those, and the space between the racks, you can see through those racks.
Okay.
While they're functionally floor to ceiling, they are available for that.
So
I like this plan.
I'm dropping a wall of fire. 2 4s. And it pretty much goes from wall to wall in their squares.
Yep, 60 foot long.
Well, we're very quickly going to find out if any of the weapons over there are magical.
And this is a 50-foot square. So, okay. Let's see. We've got a Drow Bowfiend, which is our first one on the right. And that is a dex save. Yes, it is. With a 2. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Why do I have 2 categories for damage for that?
That is the question.
Well, I'm just looking at the spell on the my character sheet.
Is the second category in case you cast it at a higher level?
No, it's the same damage category.
Yeah, it's due to the fact that within the wording of the spell, it states 5d8 fire damage twice.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, they just wrote it that way. All right. 29 to the Bowfiend. Let's grab the calculator. Bowfiend is fried to a crisp.
Good.
His desiccated corpse falls to the ground.
Oh, that simplifies my plan now.
Chain Devil. You see him kind of chuckle through the fire. Drow Gladiator number 2. Dexterity save. It's going to be a 13, so they will take the full 29. Isn't pleased, but isn't looking too beat up. And our House Wizard with 14, so that's going to fail as well. 29, and we'll need a concentration check.
Did you also solve the cloud problem?
It did. That cloud
Hoping
dissipates.
so.
Rolled a 2, had a +1.
Misaki just made a strong case for MVP of this fight.
I was just looking up the cloud to see if I could hold my breath and not take damage next time.
Unfortunately, that does not work.
I didn't think it did, but I wanted to make sure.
All
Okay.
right. Any movement or bonus action?
Bonus action, summoning spiritual weapon.
Okay. Go ahead and latch that out where you want it. Let me grab that PC piece. Spiritual weapon. You are initiative 9, so we're going to set that to initiative 8.
That is not to be that guy, but that's 2 spells.
But it's a bonus. I looked it up.
But
It does-
yeah, it's a leveled
Not a
bonus though.
cantrip.
Yep. Unfortunately, it's a leveled bonus, so it does not allow it to drop yet. So functionally, the way that bonus spells work, if you're casting 2 spells in a round, one of them has to be a cantrip. The other one can be a leveled spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, stuff could get really crazy.
Which
Especially
would be
for
so
sorcerers.
much nicer.
No, it would be a much, much bigger headache.
I think
Do you
there's
want
a
third
whole-
edition? Because this is how you get third edition.
Yes.
I
I
think
want
there's a Home Brew key for
2.5
that,
back. That was fantastic.
No.
So the casting time is one bonus action means I still have to do it without the other spell.
Correct.
You have to
that
use a
other spell was
cantrip or a
cantrip.
regular attack.
I think part of it is because like a cantrip is considered not complex enough to really restrict you.
Right.
Yep.
But none of my cantrips are bonus actions.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Yeah, it
That's
works
where
out
a
nice
sword-
if you're like a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorcerers would abuse the heck out of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Shit. I can't really. I'd have to disengage to move away.
Yep, which would require a full action for you, I believe.
Correct.
Hold your ground.
So yeah, this thing is going to end up swinging on me again, I guess.
Okay. But not at the moment, because we're going to move over to the Drow Gladiator number 1, who is going to engage in melee with Draho. I've thrown enough at you guys. Hopefully, someone will do something. The Gladiator initially comes in and tries to smack Draho with a shield bash. Ooh, that's a hit. For a total of 12 points. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Draho dodging those things like ha ha ha.
Strength saving throw.
Oh
That
hey.
is a 17.
So you take that shield to the face like a champ. And as she draws back that shield, she's like, "Why aren't you on the floor, pitiful male?" And then reaches out to stab you with a short spear.
Yeah.
And is so awestruck by the fact that you weren't on the floor, drops the spear as it hits your arm. Ding. Ah.
I like to imagine she just backhands me. I lean over and then just stand back up, rubbing my face real dramatic like I've never been slapped before.
Yep.
And then when she's stunned, she just drops the spear stabbing in my arm, and I'm like, stop that.
I imagine like Draho looks at her just like the audacity.
Yeah.
And that's
No one's
totally
ever
what she's
slapped
thinking, too.
me.
Why would you do that?
No one has ever slapped a Reichling mirror and lived to talk about it.
That said, she'll use her bonus action to go ahead and pick the spear back up. That will lead
Does
us
that
to...
provoke opportunity?
It does not, because she's not stepping out of your space.
I was hoping it would.
Yep.
I'd like to just give her a return kick.
And yeah. So, Drow Gladiator 2 will scoot on into Arc. Boop. And attempt the same thing. Well, this shield bash isn't going to do much. Does miss. Look at that. Pulls out with spear, though, for a 24.
Yeah, okay. No. Hearing that.
She pokes you for a whole 13, partially resisted, so that should have docked that down appropriately.
It
Yep.
did.
Woo! Gotta love it when the system is out of beta.
Yay.
That said, we are at top of round 2. Would you guys like to discuss any tactics before moving into the full round?
Arc is
I
just
don't take disadvantage to use my bow on the wizard with these two standing next to me, right?
only if they're within 5 feet.
Yeah, well, considering you have the sniper, isn't?
Shooter.
Yeah, doesn't that drop
Yeah.
that capacity anyway?
Well,
I think so.
No, that only exists in crossbow expert.
Right, you're right.
But
No, this one just gives me the half and partial cover is ignored plus the distance and the
Okay.
bonus to attack.
But either way, they're not the ones that you're shooting at. So if you're still shooting at the wizard, he's outside of that 5-foot range.
That's what I thought. I thought the rules in 5e say as long as you're not attacking the person next to you, you don't take disadvantage.
Yep.
These
Okay.
King Devils are having a bad day. I'm just saying.
Because I'll let these guys keep wailing on me for a while. I'm not concerned.
All right. Anything else, you guys?
I'm just here keeping them off of you.
Yeah, we just need that wizard down so that we can
That's what I'm doing next.
not
is
getting
shooting the
murdered
wizard.
in this corner.
Yeah. So he doesn't do something like I did.
All right, I have a possible plan. If everyone can kill this drow, I'll go rush the wizard.
The one that's behind you.
The one that's over there through things that I do critical damage to just by hitting them at all. Like I said, I can make myself a doorway. But yeah, kill this drow. I'll knock this guy 5 feet back and then bum rush the wizard.
I'm just gonna shoot at the wizard.
Or you can all concentrate fire on the wizard and eliminate that problem, and then we'll mop up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Get the wizard first.
Okay.
All right.
He's
Are
the
we good?
biggest threat. Yep.
Okay. So, top of the round, Draho.
All right. Give me another crit. Ooh,
Not
Very
quite,
close.
but that is a hit.
bam, 21 damage.
Ooh, very nice. He is looking not the greatest at this point.
One more hit.
One could
I mean,
say he's
come
had
on.
heavy
if you ask
damage.
Draho,
Yes.
Draho, drow never look good.
I can't tell when they're harmed or just normal. They all look ugly. All right, do the damage. Yeah, maximum damage.
Ooh, very nice. He has moved from
Is he dead?
heavy to heavier.
Is he dead?
He is not.
All right,
Wait.
last spell.
Are you
Let's add
saying that
another
Draho
2d6 to that.
Okay.
I'm going to use my last thorn shot.
All right.
That adds another 9 poison damage. And he is encased in thorn.
That gives him 84. Yep. No.
Still alive.
82. Yep. Just barely. He is not looking happy at all. His robes are torn. He's bleeding out of multiple spaces, breathing
He's
heavily.
on fire.
Also true. Standing in the wrong space.
He's
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the amount of damage that that the thorns did combined with the fire, do you think that might wrap it up?
I mean, if he tries to move, he has to either waste his turn taking the thorns off or take 2d6 slashing. We win in the end.
Draho's
he
too
does-
happy. Too happy to acknowledge that pun.
And if he doesn't move, he takes the damage again at the end of when he ends his turn.
Yeah, for the fire. That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
he's done for
Doesn't
it.
he take that damage at the beginning of his turn?
If he enters into, if he stays in, he takes it at the end.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to second win because I didn't have to waste my bonus action attacking someone else to, second win myself. So that's a D8
Mhm.
plus what?
Your con plus your fighter level.
Con plus fighter level. Con is +2, fighter level is 8, so that's a D8 plus 10.
That's right.
13.
That's not bad.
No, it is not. I mean, it's not great.
True.
Considering how I've been rolling tonight, I'll take it.
Yep. All right. All set?
Let me just update this. Bam, there we go.
Okay.
That is the
That'll
end of my turn.
bring us then to Kibble. And you guys want him on the Drow Gladiator then?
Well,
Yes, send him up to...
there is technically a possibility that the wizard can get another spell off because he doesn't take damage from the wall of fire till the end.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. But,
Kibble's got a lot of options right now.
yeah. Kibble can attack him and hope to do the finishing blow, or he can move in and deal with the gladiator, I think is our biggest threat
Honestly,
on my side.
because I'm good where I'm at.
Okay. So off to the House Wizard.
Did you? I think you guys were thinking the gladiator.
There's 2 gladiators.
I
Okay.
still vote for the house wizard, but
Okay. Well, he hit
Well,
the
he hit the house wizard, so let's take it.
All right. Does a decent amount of damage, and the House Wizard goes down. He has been given his sock.
Dobby
That's-
is free of this.
Seeing that it's over by 3 and he rolled 8, I am so glad I used my second arcane shot because he would still be standing.
This is true. Let's see. And being that Kibble didn't have to use his bonus action this turn, he will give 10, 15, 20. Yep, you are within range. Ark, you have advantage on your next swing.
I mean, I already was gonna.
You do.
I
So,
can do
Give it to Misaki.
yep, that'll do. Misaki,
Yeah.
advantage on your next swing.
There you go.
Sweet.
Thanks, kids. I moved that aid back to Nisaki.
That brings us to our blue Baz.
What do you mean R?
Is he disappointed in the effectiveness of Drown?
Just a little. He's a sad
should
blue
be.
Baz leader.
Disappointed, but not surprised.
Misaki, you may take an attack of opportunity as the blue Baz moves into your space, if you wish. That is a hit.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
especially considering I rolled it on the wrong weapon, but yeah. It'd be a 21 if it was the other one.
Even better.
Yeah.
14 to him. All right, we are set. And then blue Baz. Let's just double check the cone on that. 15 foot. 5, 10, 15. Yep, so that's going to hit Kibble, Nivara, Lord Draho, and Chain Devil 1. So you guys go ahead and give me a dexterity save.
Can't they attack my
Guys are
AC?
really trying to make them want to kill me.
I don't think we're saving.
Ooh, Navarre.
Yep, that is correct. We were looking for a 15. Dex on Kibble. Even he fails. So everybody takes 23 damage unless you have something that takes half for some reason.
What type element is it?
Fire.
Fire?
Mhm.
I was just thinking it was ice because he's blue, and I was like, Kibble gets that.
No, unfortunately,
So-
all of the Draconians predominantly.
Navara could do the ice.
For concentration purposes, if I ice block,
You haven't taken that damage.
Correct. Because
Yeah.
it's temporary hit points.
Yeah.
but do I still have to maintain concentration?
I would say no.
Okay,
Because
then I'm gonna ice
functionally,
block.
you're
Yeah.
bopping
Unless,
out melty ice stuff.
unless the invocation itself specifies that, it affects concentration.
So he took 23,
Correct.
so that puts me
Oh,
at
Kibble's not-
46.
Kibble's
Ooh.
not high enough to. Is Kibble high enough to uncannily dodge that? Oh, it's not an attack. And he can't.
And either way, no.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
more
so
barred than anything else at this point.
23, that would be 46, so that would give me 34 temp HP still.
Sounds appropriate. And because the mathings.
I know what kind of rogue he is. I just don't know what kind of bard he is.
Do you know what kind of rogue he is?
Yeah, mastermind.
He did kind of give help, like right then and there.
I'm way over there.
Oh, yeah.
I also couldn't help but notice he doesn't inspire anyone.
He doesn't think about it.
Which suggests College of Swords.
No, very much not.
College of Valor.
I'm betting
And-
lore. I'd have to
Oh,
go look.
okay.
Because he wanted all the things.
College of Nerd.
That's right.
I was very insistent, the little
Yep.
bit of input I had on him, that he was mostly utilitarian with backup attacking.
Yep, College of Lore.
Okay.
I was very clear on he is to cover our lacking knowledge.
All right. That is the blue Baz. Moving to Nivara.
All right, I'm going to focus all of the lasers on that Baz.
All right. Pew pew.
Are you a fire in the laser? Boo!
I was thinking
going
more the end of Last Jedi with all of the lasers.
Appropriate for the shirt I'm wearing.
More. More.
That is a hit.
Yes.
That is some damage. That is a hit. That is the same amount of 1 damage.
To be fair, that's 2 hits. That's better than you normally do.
True.
Bonus action. Do it again.
Alrighty. That is a hit.
Roll that sweet. Oh, wow. I was just about to say roll that sweet 1, and you did.
Please do it one more time.
Nope.
No.
Broke the
Okay.
record.
That time was
All
good.
right.
Still, that is better than a normal volley from you does. So
That said, he is looking.
Maximum hit, minimum damage.
I also notice it's definitely your fiendish side showing with those first 3 hits.
So your arcane strikes fire out, smacking him 4 times. He kind of staggers a bit, looking at you, and kind of awestruck. How the hell did you just do 4 of those at the same time? Kind of look, and looks like he's thinking about backing up.
Oh, you done scared him.
Good job.
Any additional movement?
No, I'm gonna stay here because there's no way I can get out of here without
Tact.
All right.
getting smacked. So
So
And
that
I
will
mean,
bring
you've
us
got
to
2 walls. Between,
Barb
like a
Devil
wall in front and a
number
wall
1.
behind.
He's gonna swing Claw 1 on Masaki. That's 23 for a hit. Pokes you for a full 4 damage. Swing number 2, left claw, 18 for a hit.
Yee.
Total of 9 damage. Big damage swinger on that one. Last one, 23 for the hit. Swings around with that tail for 10 more points of damage. Bap, bap, bap.
Well,
Barb Devil 2 is still where he's at on another plane, bringing us to Ark.
Ark is hearing all this crunching on Masaki's armor, and is noticing that Masaki is very beat up at this point. So he is in full knowledge that this is going to hurt a lot. Rushes the Barb Devil.
Okay. So that'll be Drow Gladiator 2 and Chain Devil.
Actually, before I do that, I will shift so that will increase my AC a 1.
Okay. We're going to start out with the Drow Gladiator, because that seems like, well, technically the Chain Devil would get to go first, so we'll do him.
Oh, hell yes. And before you roll damage,
Well, he misses, so it doesn't matter. And then Drow Gladiator number 2 is going to attempt a shield bash. Ooh, that's nice. With 25 is a hit.
okay, and so I need to make my strength saving throw.
You do. And did you get your temp HP added on there?
I did.
Perfect.
That's why I was asking you not to do that. Well, for my strength saving throw, I went ahead and rolled a 28.
All right. So as you're going by, that gladiator reaches out and attempts to smack you down with that shield. Just feels more like a pat on the ass.
They really did not practice their shieldsmanship.
It's more that they bashed me as I was already past them.
Yep.
Okay. And recklessly attacking the Barb Devil.
Yep.
All right, that's going to be 27 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. 7 plus. All right, that is 16 damage, and I'm pushing him 5 feet back,
All right.
just straight down
Boop.
between those shelves.
Okay.
Moving into position, and then I'm going to recklessly attack him again
All right.
because screw him. All right, that's 27 to hit,
Definitely hit.
and that's another 16 damage.
Okay. He's looking moderately annoyed.
Yeah, well, I mean, You should be.
Does your push only happen once around?
Once per turn, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Anything else? Pretty sure that was
That's
action,
my
bonus, action,
action
shift.
economy unless I decide to move, but I am definitely putting myself between, that guy who has all the freaking attacks. And
Okay.
also I look to my right at the Baz and go, sup.
Okay. That will bring us to Chain Devil 1, who is attacking on Draho.
How does my shield necklace work exactly? I can't find it anywhere.
It is an action to activate, I believe.
Yep, that is animated shield.
Right. So you use an action to speak the command word, it pops out, and then you have the benefits of a shield for a minute.
Yep.
But
Okay, I didn't know if it
Actually,
was
it's
a
a
reaction.
bonus action.
oh, yay.
Yep.
Okay,
so
I didn't
even
know if
better.
it was a reaction or not. That's why I was checking.
Nah. That would be
wow.
fun. That would be very fun.
So Chain Devil number 1 will attack Draho. Pathetically again. Hey, he finally gets a hit. All right, so that first one goes flinging off your armor. Second one actually attaches in there. Hits you for a total of 14. And in doing so, the chain wraps around you multiple times and kind of drags you slowly closer to him. Effectively, you are grappled.
Oh,
Chain Devil 2 will scoot out of the fire because ow, 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 ow. Except for not so much. Scoot to right there, switch off from Arc and over onto Misaki.
Disadvantage.
Okay. Well, that keeps you from the critical on that second hit, so that's bonus. And then the second attack, is that also disadvantaged, or is it just the first swing?
The flare works as when you attack by a creature within 30 feet. Impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. So only one attack actually hits then. Non-critical. Does 14 damage as that chain likewise wraps around you multiple times and drags you towards him.
Well, the wall of fire's gone now.
Yep.
that's okay. It did its purpose.
Yeah, but
But Misaki looks to be limp.
Limp.
In chains.
Oh, are you unconscious?
yeah.
Ugh.
That is Chain Devil's turn, so Misaki, you have a saving throw to go with. Death saving throw.
I'm sorry. It was one choice or another, and that's
No. So my question is that advantage I got? Do I get that on this, or was that just attack rolls?
Believe that's just attack rolls.
Oh,
Now-
From Kibble.
oh,
Yep. So that's functionally help on your next attack.
Got it.
Yep. Now,
Which I didn't get to do.
if Kai was here, you'd have advantage on this as well.
So you're saying we need to blame him?
For
Yes.
that too,
that's
absolutely.
a good thing we have a kibble.
That is true.
Yeah, Kibble can heal. I made sure he was built to do that much.
All right. Brings us to the Drow Gladiator number 1.
Bring it.
That they will. They will attempt that shield bash yet again. That will hit. Go ahead and
I'm
give
about
us
to
a
go down, aren't I?
strength saving throw.
Do I take disadvantage or anything for being grappled? Or do I get
Please
advantage
don't
because
move.
I'm grappled? Can't knock me down if I'm grappled.
Let me double check.
Barb Devil has control over that.
If he's grappled, his speed is just reduced to 0. He's not restrained. That's the one that gives him like disadvantage and stuff.
I believe that is correct.
Okay. I was hoping you'd have to roll against the Barb Devil to knock me down.
Yep, that is right.
Point of order. The help action is for any ability check.
Yep, and a death saving throw is not an ability; it's a flat roll.
Okay, just check.
Yep,
So that was strength.
correct.
That's a 16.
Just one better than you needed.
How much
And
damage do I take?
that will be a massive 8.
That's actually massive. I'm getting close to my max.
Then comes in with that striking spear for 25 on the hit. Ooh, max damage of 16 poking into your spleen.
Guess what? That's exactly my hit points.
Draho falls.
Hmm.
Bum, bum, bum.
Good thing we have a kibble.
That is true.
Dun, dun, dun.
Moves us to Drow Gladiator and Batu, who will scoot
You
in.
just dump a good potion down my throat. I'll be fine.
Attempts a shield bash on Arc. Miss with a 19. Spear. Miss with a 16. Brings
Just
us
gonna
back
write
to
it.
the top of the round. Would you guys like any time to chat tactics?
I'm just gonna draw as much attention to myself as possible.
Well, it looks like the boss is out of what's around you is the closest one to going down.
Yeah,
Plus,
I was. Yeah, I've got effectively the biggest attacker away from the limp person. So I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
I imagine going after the boss and then that devil that's next to you. Why is there another devil?
It was the
Because-
one that was banished. He accidentally
He's,
brought it back.
yeah, he's still banished until I inevitably get hit.
So I'm going to keep Baz's attention. I want him to focus on me because the rest of them already are. Kibble needs to bring up Nisaki.
Yes.
Okay.
Then Nisaki can do whatever she needs to do to get out.
She can. I
But
think she should heal
here's-
herself, and then I think
but here's-
Ivara can probably drop a potion down my throat.
But here's the thing: Kibble brings me up. I go after most of them, which means that Chain Devil will have a round on me before I can do anything, which will probably just put me back down.
Keep playing dead. Do you have a
It's
teleport of
working.
any kind?
It's worked before, where you get healed and then immediately act like it didn't work.
I mean, also keep them. I mean, you can continue playing dead. If you have something that lets you teleport, you can use that, or you could disengage and crawl away at half speed.
But that's only on her action. She can't do that until her action. Other people go before her.
Hey,
Right,
Draho,
but
do you see chat?
Let me guess. Oh, really? I've warned you all. This is my most sane character I've ever created. It only goes downhill from Draho.
He's not wrong. If I really need to, I could throw a hammer at that guy to knock him 5 away from you, and then keep these guys pressed. But it's
Right. It's just, and if I die, I die.
I don't know what the turn order
yeah.
is.
But
I mean, I'm
if you
first
die,
in
that
turn order,
significantly
so.
increases the rest of our chances of dying.
Yeah, so the problem is
Right.
if one of us actually dies, I think this is where the game ends.
Because it'll snowball into the rest of the party.
Honestly, if all of them are fighting me, I could probably outlast them. But I don't want the rest of you to die.
You
This
know
is
what?
where
I
this is
know
where we
this
can
is.
blame Kaizen later.
Yeah, I think we should have like as much health as can be given to Draho, so at least is conscious, because I'm basically holding off 2 people from attacking Nivara, who's got a banishment up, and Kibble. So I think me getting up first would help with that, since, well, no, I'm on turn now, aren't I? So I'm not going to take my turn till after everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never mind, that was a dumb idea. Can Kibble hold his turn to heal Misaki on her turn?
Good.
Yeah, that is possible. And if Misaki really wants to, when she wakes up, to fireball my general area, I am cool with it.
Probably want to. Well, you have to take everyone on that side of
So
me.
the problem is if we go that way, we have to survive till Misaki's turn. And I don't know that I can do that.
Yeah, because what's keeping them from stepping over Draho into
Because
you?
now there's nothing between.
Yeah, because technically they can just step over Draho because he's unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Does Kibble have healing word prepared?
He does. It's his favorite word. Up.
Okay, so he could bonus action healing word Nisaki and force feed a potion to Draho in the same turn.
That is correct.
So he can get you both up. He just can't do any damage. And Draho, being Draho, would get up and make it a point that he's alive. Nisaki,
I would definitely stand up and talk shit.
Yeah. Nizaki can continue to play dead, and I can keep making them pissed off at me so they focus on me.
I feel like that's realistically our only...
Yep.
And if I really need to, I can run away from them so they all try to hit me so they don't have a reaction.
I think that's our best bet, is to just feed me a big potion, because I'm going to take hits. Give me one of the good potions.
Okay. But, part of me wants to just issue a challenge, and I'll be like, I'll take you all on while the rest of you watch.
I don't think they're that dumb.
They're winning, so they're not going to fall for that.
I would, but I'm Draho.
Okay. But whatever. I want to make sure that they see me, my little corner over here. I want them to see me as their primary threat.
Well, I think the ones in that corner definitely see you as the threat. It's only these two I'm facing, and if I'm up, they'll at least attack me.
So
I was going to say, because the Baz is scared of me, so it's really the Chain Devil and the Gladiator that I'm concerned with, because there's nothing between me and them now.
Okay. But, yeah, if Kibble can get two people up, I can keep... If Nisaki still stays limp for a moment, I can get them all focused on me.
All right.
Then if you want to nuke them, I will take it.
I say let's go with that option. Pick us both up. I'm going to make my death save since it's my turn, and hopefully I roll a 20.
All right. Sounds like
I'll
a plan.
resolve all these issues. Come on, 20. That is far from a 20.
That is our first failure for Draho. All right. That'll bring us to Kibble.
Well, today. Let's just... His whole life is failure.
You see, well, Nivara, because you're close, you would see Kibble pulls out this weird-looking tankard, kind of pops the top to it, and shoves it down Draho's throat. And as doing so, he says, "Up! Get up!" And Draho, go ahead and roll 10d4 plus 10.
Wow.
Misaki, you gain 9 hit points back.
So 4d10, you said?
10d4 plus 10.
Oh, 10d4. I lost count. Is that 10?
Well, at least he saved the good stuff for you.
10 plus 10. That is 41 hit
Nice.
points back. Let me get a calculator.
Calculator sounds like a creature.
41. 43 health.
As your eyes open, you see him pull that tankard away. It starts smoking from the top, and he kind of chucks it off to the side, and you see it kind of crack, turn red, and then shatter.
This tankard will self-destruct in 5.
Yeah. Well, I'm obviously after that, I'm going to cough, splutter, and make a very loud and obscene statement in Elvish about damned moonshiners. So the enemy now knows I'm alive.
All right. That will then bring us to Blue Baz, who is not heading towards Nivara, so we'll have to go after Ark.
So,
you see him drop the crossbow, pull out longsword, shortsword.
now we're talking.
Comes in swinging with that longsword, but has this kind of fear in his eyes. Swing and a miss.
Because I give zero crap about what's happening right now.
The other the short sword in the offhand, he's kind of looking over at Nivara as he goes to swing and just wide miss.
Because now he's presenting his back to it. And he's doubting the exact smarts in this maneuver.
Correct.
It was a good ambush. He just didn't expect us to be so unreasonably versatile.
I mean, Big Dude just barreled down here without any concern for his own safety and casually looked at him and went, "Sup?"
All right. Let's see. I feel like Ark's probably got that under
I
control.
got this. I got this. Do not worry about me.
I'm gonna lob a fireball above the Chain Devil and the Gladiator, I think, because it's the only big damage spell I have that's not concentration.
Okay. So we'll get a dexterity check, or save rather, to Gladiator 1.
And let's see, they're all 4th levels now, so I get 9d6.
Nice.
That was so almost a 19 on a die. Instead, it was a 3, so he rolled a 9.
Nice. Immolate him.
There's the specific spell for that.
33
Okay.
damage to our Drow Gladiator. First damage that she has taken. Her armor looks singed in the way that that fireball kind of wafts over her. The back of her hair lights on fire, singes up several inches worth. She flutters it out quickly.
This girl is on fire.
Any bonus action or movement?
I don't think I have anything at bonus speed, and I really don't want to move past anybody, so I think that's the last thing we need is to have that Barb Devil pop up again, so...
Yeah.
All right.
Hearts are used.
That'll bring us to Barb Devil 1, which is
Hi.
no longer attacking Masaki, but is attempting to attack Ark. Comes in with the first claw.
I like
That
the word
is-
attempting.
That is a 2 on the die, is going to miss. Second claw is a 16. That will miss. Swings around with its tail for another 2. Whiff, whiff, whiff.
And that is exactly why I did what I did.
Bringing us to Ark's turn.
Eliminate the Baz.
Yeah, but Barb Devil can do whatever. All right, so okay, reckless attack on the Baz.
Okay.
If only I was a champion fighter.
One day I'm gonna play a champion and never roll a 19.
Champion with with piercing weapons, the piercer feat, and half orc. Crit fish all day.
No, if you really want to go with that, you go elf with elven accuracy.
But the brutal criticaling. So that is 18 damage. Does he have the audacity to still be alive?
For Blue Baz, where are you? He does.
Barely so.
Basically.
And that is meant to be a pun, not the draw. Okay. Oh, okay. 22 to hit.
Will hit.
All right. 17 more damage.
And with that, you slam heavily into his chest, and it kind of caves in. You get this kind of sputtered cough of blood that dribbles out its fanged maw. And he tries to stay up, but slumps and falls to the floor dead.
Okay. And after crushing him in, I'm just going to kind of stand erect and slowly pivot around and look at the Drow Gladiator and go, hi.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
That will bring us to Chain Devil number 1, who will be attacking Draho at advantage
Yeah, because I'm on the floor.
with a 2 and a 4.
Wow.
That was just
Nice.
bad. Attack number
These
2.
Chain Devils are having a bad day.
There we go.
Yep, there we
23.
go.
That'll hit. Wraps you around with that chain one more time for 14 damage. And is done with its turn.
Eep.
Bringing us to Misaki.
Huh.
You're
Am I
a
still
cleric, you might
wrapped
want to
up?
heal yourself.
Yeah.
I think the question is action or bonus action.
Well, the healing myself would be action.
Well, do you have healing word prepared?
No.
Okay, then yeah,
I don't have that one.
gotcha. Okay, I mean you can still do your flare if anyone attacks you, but I think I'm their bigger concern.
Right, but I'm thinking you're pretty green, so you can go another round, which means I can spend this round to heal myself.
Well, what I was getting at is if you could have bonus action healed yourself, you could have used your action to disengage, crawl away 15 feet,
and then do it. Right, I get that.
Yeah. No one worry about me. I am fine.
And if I remember right, if I upcast my cure runes, I just add another
D8 per level.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a second level spell. So so take up my last 4th level spot. And
What? Are they talking about me coughing?
Delayed response.
Just noticed.
oh, that's so sad.
That is true. 2 1s and a 5. Total of 11 hit points back.
Hey,
So sad.
would someone like to offer a forced reroll?
Wait, but I've got inspiration.
Well, would the DM allow that for that?
That's true.
I think that only counts for ability checks, but let's double check.
I think it's the GM's decision because he has ultimate authority, and this
See,
isn't Adventurers League.
That always sounds good when it's in the favor of the party.
No. When it's not in our favor, then you don't have unlimited authority. We have books and rules for a reason.
So, specifically, inspiration per the rules, you can expend it when you're making an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check.
Okay. So 11 points back. So that takes me to 8.
But did you do it like all secret like?
Yeah, I kept my eyes closed. You know that there's a monster over you, pull the covers over your head, and you just
all you have
mutter
to-
yourself.
I mean, if it's a range of touch, all you have to do is touch your thumb to your index finger, right? We're good?
No, actually, it looks like you did get a force reroll on that.
Woot.
Ooh.
I helped.
So, go ahead and reroll the entirety of the spell.
All right. Well then. Thank you for the forced reroll.
Don't thank them. That only encourages them to not do it in the future.
Much better.
That is.
I was going to say, why don't you come
6.
back 1-1-1?
I'm not Draho right
No, they're
now.
not your rolls.
Oh.
And this is how you get sponsor tributes in the Hunger Games.
Alrighty. Any bonus action and or movement? And let's clear that unconscious state from you.
Or are you still playing dead?
Well, I can. Has Chain Devil 2 gone yet?
Yes.
They have gone.
Mhm.
Okay.
Both the Chain Devils were just before you.
Okay. I am going to move. I still have a reaction in case they react. So I'm going to move.
Yo, girl, heard you like reactions. Some reactions on your reactions.
Heading leftwards or upwards or down left first.
I'm going to be going down left.
So
Go hang out with Kibble.
putting yourself next to the Barb Devil in that route or going directly left first?
I'd be going directly left first. That way I don't give the Barb Devil a...
Attack of up.
Right.
So Chain Devil 2 will get his attack.
At disadvantage.
Well, that's definitely going to miss.
Yay!
And then Drow Gladiator.
I wish I had Sentinel.
Oh, well, maybe I should have done the Draw Gladiator disadvantage. Oops.
I mean, what's she gonna do? Knock you down again?
That's her attempt, yes. That will hit. So strength saving throw.
I mean, you're already prone, right?
No, because you would have to get up to move.
Could crawl.
Mm.
Either way,
So
she'd have half her speed left.
That you can inspire.
that is true.
All
All
I
right.
don't need the extra
Yep.
dice.
So that's okay. You are standing. You are able to move. You would take a total of 10 hit points.
Okay. Now I can enact my move.
Correct.
Go hang
So
out with
as you're
Gibble.
moving away, you just kind of feel that shield try to clip your inner leg, but you're able to stumble past it.
Spring up and dance away.
All right.
Healers back to back.
And I still get a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
no,
you
because
used
I
your-
cast.
Oh, you healed.
I
Yeah.
healed. I can't.
Ah,
Next
we're gonna
round.
get it.
soon. All right. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's gonna be everything.
All right. Drag Gladiator 1 on Draho. Are you prone?
I'm still on the ground.
All
I never
right.
got my turn to get up.
So advantage.
So no shield.
Knocked down.
Oh no.
Doesn't get up again.
She attempts the shield bash anyway. Does miss. Advantage on the spear. Misses with that. So
Yes.
she's just kind of flailing at your prone corpse, and you're like one of those comedy movies where you're like, no, no, no.
It's Jackie Channing.
It's more likely, being as it's Draho and he has a very weak hand-to-hand combat style, it's probably more he's got his hands up in front of him and he's just kicking like a child on his back.
That works.
But he
Just
does at least
keeping-
one. He does at least one where he's gonna roll over. He makes it look like he's gonna roll over here, but he rolls back this way because they're expecting it now.
No, it's just a lot of just kicking at her with his feet to keep her away.
No.
Alrighty.
Stop.
Ark, go ahead and make me a strength saving throw.
I made me a strength saving throw.
I will
27.
Yep, that will do it.
I love this belt, by the way.
You take a total of 7 damage, halved, obviously.
I'm still in temp. Yes.
And that brings us to the top of the round. Would you guys like to discuss? Just
I'm just gonna try to hold these guys off here.
Same. I'm going to use my bonus action to put up my shield to give me that extra AC boost, and I'm just going to start stabbing wildly at him.
Navarra and Kibble Navarra, Kibble, and Misaki might want to try to move to the top of the map and reposition. But I've got this. Seriously, like if all 5 of these guys came at me at once, I could probably take them.
Well, as of right now, I'm assuming that barb devil or the chain devil's probably going to come down onto you.
Yeah. Feel free to fireball all you want on me.
I was thinking about it.
I
was also contemplating just pulling up, doing a melee, and so I can get that spiritual weapon off, just so I've got it to utilize.
I mean,
and
there
then-
is that, but
And then fireballing the next round, or cure
I mean,
lighting.
sure, it gives me something to do for a round.
Yeah.
So
Also,
Unless-
Fireball's not the most effective against devils. So it'd
Yeah,
really
but
only
it's
be
fine
for the
against
drows. Yeah, it would really only be for the drow.
I would say, have we tried using fire against the barb devil?
I fireballed it. I don't know if it took damage or not.
The barbed one,
it did.
No, the barbed one, no. The chain one.
the
Sorry.
chain one's right.
The chain one did not.
The chain one did not, but we didn't use against the barbed one yet, or did we?
No,
I don't believe
No.
so.
I don't think it's
Okay.
taken any fire of any kind.
All right. But yeah, we should also try to find a way to get Navarra kind of out of danger because we kind of don't want that other one to join the party just yet.
Well, Right now, I'm basically holding the front here to protect her. So, I mean, if somebody's willing to just splash another potion on me to keep me fighting, I'm going to pop my shield and just stab until these two are dead. I'm just standing my ground.
Well, here's the thing. I've got reach. I can attack the chain devil that's on you from where I'm at.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah,
So, I think we should focus the chain devil, try and get him out of it. Then I'll deal with the drow.
If the four of you want to take what's on the left, I'll handle what's on the right.
I think that's our best. I know what you guys want to do is your thing. I'm just going to pop the shield with my bonus action and just attack these two. So, yeah. I'm not leaving this area. I'm standing my ground.
I was going to try to nuke the gladiator just because she's taking damage. And that would get somebody off the board.
Because I'm about to attack her once, see how much damage I do, and then either attack her again or attack the chain devil with my second attack.
But if you guys can like pick someone to focus fire on, and I'll just do my thing over here.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so whoever Draho hits will just nuke.
So I'm going to start with the drow because she can knock me on my feet, and I don't like that. I don't care if I can't move. I'm not planning to move. She's also wounded, so.
Go for it.
All right. So Draho's going to let his bow stay on the ground next to him. He's going to stand up, draw his sword with a flourish, stand in a very obviously poorly trained sword fighting stance, and then just start stabbing wildly. That's what he do. Yeah. Try again.
That one's a miss.
And then that.
Yep.
That is a hit.
Better.
Nice. That is 10 damage.
All right. Let's see. That is Drow Gladiator 1. So you kind of stab in between a couple of plates that have been singed away a little bit. Striking into some vitals, and she kind of squeals a little bit and rears back.
Oh, you know what I just remembered? I've got my lucky coin. Can I re-roll that first attack?
You sure can.
I forgot all about my lucky coin. I just saw it on my character sheet.
It's been almost a month.
Still missed. But, I forgot to target anyways. But I got a 13 hits.
No, I don't believe so. Let me double check. That is the gladiator.
Yeah. Someone sounds happy.
Yep.
I believe
Draho
Draho should get bardic inspiration for baby.
So, did you say it did or didn't hit?
Did not. AC 17.
I didn't think it would. And then bonus action, I'm going to put my shield thing up. My shield amulet.
All right. Sounds good. Go
So
ahead
that
and make
adds
the
2 to my AC?
Correct.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
You know how to correct that?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. In that case, that's going to move us to Kibble.
Yep. I'm just going to stand my ground.
You can do it, Kibble.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and attack. Actions. Well, that's hit. For a little bit of damage. Onto the chain devil. Bringing us to Nivara.
You used your sneak attack on that?
He did.
Wow. Okay.
All right. We'll go ahead and try to nuke the gladiator.
Alrighty.
Are you not entertained? No.
Oh, the baby is entertained. The baby is very entertained. Especially now that he's got movie snacks.
Nom 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 nom.
That is inspiring.
Yeah.
He's as entertained as you are.
So that is a
I'm
hit for
doing
good
just
damage.
fine.
Yes.
Ooh.
Another hit.
For even better damage.
Yay.
18 so far.
All right. Bonus action. Do it all again.
Another
Yes.
hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep, that is very nice. Drow Gladiator does not look very happy.
Finisher.
Oh.
And that
Oh, wow.
final one goes wide as she seems to be kind of rearing as quickly away as possible. All right, any movement?
Oh, you know what? I didn't use my familiar. Can I use that to help me on that last attack?
Sure, why not?
Spigot straw.
And all just flying around. Hey.
Just shy.
Every attack is a desperate plea.
When you can make the DM feel just sorry enough for you.
No, I'm happy to use whatever actions you guys can come up with.
We can justify it.
When we're done with the game, I'll point out to you what CR level this is that you're beating.
Oh, I'm sure it's high because I hate when a CR level is ours or lower.
Like, keep in mind too that like we entered this without like having our positions picked out.
Mm-hmm.
This was an ambush.
Or a full, yeah.
The tide of this fight is kind of ebbed and flowed a little.
Just a bit. Speaking of, it is the Barb Devil's turn.
When two of us were dying, it was
Remember, he has advantage.
Oh, that's good because that's a miss. That is still a miss.
It's even worse.
Definitely another miss. He can't hit you. He just can't whatsoever.
Then what do you call the last 5 minutes? Pity.
He's like, bring back the pretty shiny thing.
I'm gonna save him for last just cause.
So
I did not hit him. I did not.
Like,
oh, hi, Mark.
I think like what it is that he's actually striking me, just not hard enough to do damage because of my muscles and fur.
Which for
He's
the
just
devil
slapping
going, just isn't doing it.
I'm just holding him by the head, just like, oh.
Yep. Ark is the schoolyard bully in this.
Roll
one.
for demoralizing the rest of his friends.
Alrighty, it is your turn, Ark.
Okay, well, seeing as that guy is not a threat at all, I look at the gladiator and who I said hi to, and reckless attack, which is going to be a 27 to hit.
We'll do it.
How about we sit here and not go crazy on the toys?
Because I like toys.
It is, man. So
That is going to be 16 damage.
Okay.
And I don't think she's taking all that much damage, so
Nope, not at all.
going for it. And that's a 26 to hit.
That'll do.
All right. That is 14 damage to hit. And just for funsies, I know it says into an unoccupied square, but I do want to just push her back with the Crusher Feet ability into the rack and see if it manages to knock some weapons down on her.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a... Let's just do strength check, because that's more fun. Use
And
all
I have
the numbers.
advantage on those. Okay. Okay. Just a straight check, not athletics or anything?
Right.
Okay. 15.
15, that'll do. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Aha, it's like I got an extra weapon attack in. 8.
8, all right. Roll 8d6.
Oh, God.
You just knock the whole weapon rack down on her.
Oh, I like that better. I like that better.
2d6 to see what fell.
2d6 to see
I
how
am glad
many
I thought
fell.
of this.
Yeah.
I am so glad I thought of this.
I generally put things in there for you guys to play with. If you want, call them out. I've got the calculator up.
Oh no! I've got them here. I just like to group. I just like to group them into numbers that make sense.
Okay.
Like groups of 10.
22.
22. Very nice. So you go in, slam, shove, and in doing so, that rack of weapons just shudders against her weight and the force that you've put into it. Axes, swords, military picks just kind of start falling all the way up from the ceiling. And as they do, they just start ripping into her. You see several of these stick in and are just stuck in place.
Is she still alive?
She is, but
All
not
right.
looking very happy for a gladiator.
But before my turn ends, I look down at her and say, "You ever hear the story Final Destination?"
We have no context. No one
It's not
gets
a
your
movie.
jokes.
It's an old story passed down and spoken through bards.
About a truck with
You hear her retort
logs on it?
something in
Undercommon?
Yep.
I assume since Undercommon is
Hey.
basically just hillbilly
Just-
Elvish, I heard
Please,
something
please don't
very
bite the microphone,
illogical.
Cat.
Can I, because I'm not going to understand the language, should I do an insight check to figure out the general gist of whether that was a threat or a plea?
Go for it.
Average.
It's a threatening plea.
Like I'll kill you.
From over
There's
there.
no word. There's no word for surrender in the Drow language.
No, but there
That's
is
what it would be.
a word for run away.
11. Oh. So that was like, please, sir. I'll do something.
Let's see. Any movement?
No, I'm exactly where I want to be.
All right. That's going to bring us to chain double 1
Bring it.
with a 4 on the die
Got a 23 to hit. Good
and
luck.
another 4 on the die. So that is that chain double's turn. Whiff whiff. Chain double 2.
I almost feel sorry for the Chain Devils. Almost.
No.
Well, and
I said
they have
almost.
some of the better attack options amongst what's attacking you.
I know, Misaki, that you have a particular reason to not feel pity for
It's a
them.
19 against Arc and a 21 against Arc. Both miss from Jane double number 2. Bringing us to Misaki.
Oh, do they get reach?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the chains.
cool. I know, but it didn't occur to me that they might get reach from it.
He's afraid to close in on me, and I kind of like that.
Okay. So
Draho, chat.
Oh no.
For those listening later, him you are a Stewie says, "Let's find a new word in Undercommon for surrender. After much consideration and deliberation, this new word is Draho."
Oh.
You realize, Draho, you are now the French surrender joke to all Drow.
You know what? Draho will spin that to be a compliment. Yeah, because when they see me, they automatically surrender. Draho.
Right. Why has House Draho planted all these trees on the estate? So the
Technically,
Drow can
House-
kill him in the shade.
Technically, House Reikland Draho's my first name.
But Misaki, what would
You're
you like
first
to
of
do?
like 12.
I'm going to melee attack, and then I'm going to bring out that spiritual weapon.
Okay. I have that added back in as initiative 8. And you can remove that to wherever within 30 feet you prefer.
Right, I'll do that as soon as I make this attack.
Okay.
Attack first. Move
Are you
later.
attacking the chain devil or the barb devil?
The chain devil.
Okay. So, Ike Ironlegs cheered. Was that a cheer for him, you are a Stewie, or for the party?
Hits.
That it does. For a good chunk of damage. Chain devil number 1 does not look to be too very beat up.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was starting.
Okay.
And then that will pop up over here,
Okay.
and it's going to swing on there.
Okay.
And down to that. Yeah.
That will hit.
Yes. Every little bit helps.
Shit.
Well, that is definitely
I didn't
every little bit.
actually mean every little bit.
All right. So that will bring us to Drow Gladiator 1, who looks at Draho, looks at the spiritual weapon, and gives you both an attack of opportunity if you prefer.
Yeah.
Yes. Why would I not?
All right. That is a hit.
Yeah.
Come on, critical. Ah.
That is a miss. But a decent amount of damage from the spiritual weapon reaction based on Misaki's reaction. It then exits the battlefield.
How far can it go?
Not out of your range.
Around multiple corners and through multiple racks, that sight line gets disrupted.
Oh, look, they can learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You're so lucky that I used up both my arcane shots because I could technically still get her.
Why do you think I was waiting?
You're so lucky I used up both of them.
Hang on, Draho. I believe in you. You can borrow my inspiration.
No. I mean my arcane shot that lets me just shoot wherever they are within my range.
I'm saying that you can re-roll your opportunity attack if you want.
Oh.
You can just use my inspiration. I don't need
Yeah,
it.
let's see if maybe I get lucky.
All right.
Come on, critical. Critical 20. Critical 20 is what I meant. Not a critical 1.
See, this is why
We're
you
gonna
have to
a
be
discussion
specific
about
with
how you
genies.
use things I give you, Draho.
So that brings us to Drow Gladiator 2. who
That would
will
be how this fight
sidestep
went, too.
Through the Barb Devil. Arik, you may have a attack of op if you prefer.
Okay. And fun thing, it's once per turn, and this is their turn, which means I could 5-foot her into. By the way, that's 28 to hit.
That'll hit. So your
you get
5
5
foot
foot
is
back.
direct away, correct?
It's 5 feet to an unoccupied space.
Either way.
So I'll just knock her back into the shelf again.
All
as
right.
she's trying to get past me.
Go ahead and give me another strength roll.
Okay. By the way, that is 13 damage.
All right.
Now the strength roll up. So just a strength check.
Yep.
23.
That will hit. That one being more, let's go with 3d6 to see how many fall.
13.
And 13d6 worth of damage.
Ouch.
I'm guessing that she might be at a point where it doesn't matter what I roll, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
There's no kill quite like overkill.
Him you are Stewie says, petition to rename the campaign to Wasted Opportunity.
So easy to be snide and comical when all you got to do is sit there and type.
There are a lot of 6s in here. Just saying.
So which one did you throw against the wall this time?
The same one.
Same gladiator.
Oh, that poor woman.
She tried to run away. Like, nope, get back there.
Oh, I feel like at this point, this might actually be considered a hate crime.
Hey, Draho, remember how
it was you.
crap about doing as much damage as you? This is the shelf doing damage to her. 45.
45 will do it. So she slams hard into that shelf as she's trying to skitter away. And in doing so, many weapons just begin streaking out of the air. Looks like a bad movie, like horror scene, as portions of her are just torn and ripped apart. The final one being this massive halberd, like 2 or 3 times the size that it should be, bisecting her down the middle.
Nice. Why is there a halberd that big in here?
Because
there was a dwarf that really overcompensated.
He was just he was a very tall dwarf.
All right.
It's called the giant.
That brings us to top of round 5, I believe.
Yep.
Sounds about right. With
Hey guys, they really
Draho.
don't like it if you knock him into the shelf.
Would you guys care to discuss?
Well, I mean, I'm doing good so far. I kind of wish I could go after that drow.
Guys, you want to just... you can go after the drought. If you guys want to take like a 5-er, I got this.
Well, she's ducked between racks and stuff, so it would become a hunt. And though I may appear to be very woodsy and hunter-like, I have
You
never...
are the hunt master to the king, so get on that.
Yeah.
But we did like, the equivalent of like rich old people fox hunting, where they just sort of took a caged animal, let it loose in an open field, and then ran after it with horses.
Draho, one, I'm not sure if you saw how this fight started, but we were the caged animals. Second of all, are you going to let her knock you down that much and get away with it?
No, that's the problem. I feel really personally slighted.
Then go get her.
Yeah, I mean,
If
Draho's just dumb enough to
hunt her
charge.
down, I've got this.
I'm going to pick up my bow, ready my
Good.
sword, disengage so I don't get stabbed,
Uh-huh.
and start running after that drow.
Okay.
What do I got to roll to try and locate where she went? I should hear her cluttering through places.
I would say
She's in a
either
rush.
survival or investigation. But that's the DM's discretion.
Would be appropriately survival.
I ain't surviving. I'm hunting.
Hunting is survival.
It's under that general scope of...
Is there any way we can discuss this as possibly being an arcana, history, or acrobatics?
Not so much.
Just asking.
But
I can see
wanna
history. It
hear
looks like very
the
recently.
specific on this.
It looks like it
Because I get a +7 to those.
Not convincing. Good try though.
Okay. Well, acrobatics, I mean, I'm ducking and weaving between stuff, chasing after, assumably she's knocking stuff down.
No, she's also an elf, very lithe, dexterous, and capable of innate invisibility.
Okay. Well, let's see. Where's my, what is it? Survival?
Yep.
Oh,
It's wisdom based.
come on, 20s. All the marbles. A 10.
So, average. Unfortunately, you don't hear any footsteps, anything clanging. You kind of just know the general direction that she went out that way and took a right.
Hey, chat. Anybody got some extra dice they want to throw at me? Maybe redo that 20? Come on. Come on. You my friends.
Please send a can.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your daddy is fixed.
Shut up and take my money.
Story loves you tonight.
I swear to God, if you roll another one,
Stewie's going to find you when you sleep.
That's the way it goes, though. Come on. Man, now I know how it feels to play roulette.
just be thankful it is not it being Russian roulette.
Oh, come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Ooh, 18.
Hey!
All right.
Not a 20, but it should be good enough.
Provided that there are no other forced rerolls, you hear
Shut
some
up.
additional padding going on,
Giveth and he taketh away.
going on a little bit down the hallway.
Okay, I'm going to chase after that way as fast as I can and see if I can't spot anything moving to try and get eyes on the target where it's going, lock in on it as best I can.
All
Stay
right.
on target.
Well,
Stay on
And if
target.
at any point,
We'll come back to it.
I get a view of them,
Draho,
I want to take a
targeting
shot
computer's
because
turned off.
anything
What's wrong?
short of full cover doesn't mean crap to me.
Yep. We'll pause on that until next round.
Point of note:
Yeah.
stay on target. Guy dies.
It's because he didn't loosen up.
Okay.
Good thing that hit, because I rolled damage first.
His
Kibble.
chance of luck- he's not going to fall in love with a random drow that kept shield bashing him.
Maybe that's his fetish. We don't know.
Oh man, this would take a weird turn if he came back with a drow girlfriend that beats him.
Kibble goes ahead and
Weird.
fires off into that chain devil, does a small amount of damage, brings us to Nivara.
To who? Wait, who did the chain devil attack?
No, Kibble attacked
Kibble.
the chain devil.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good boy.
Unfortunately, no one was next to him.
Kibble, you had a perfectly right target.
That is a
Or
hit.
does he understand that this is my problem?
Yep.
Nice.
Good boy.
Good damage.
Damage. Oh,
Another good
man,
hit.
you are just nailing those Eldritch,
Decent damage.
but not the damage.
Oh, he's been doing good.
Still a hit.
Hey!
Awesome damage.
Yeah!
And a critical
Oh,
Nice.
natural 20 on the last hit. Yes.
for fantastic damage.
But is that the last hit?
On
That was hit number
particular
4.
chain devil, not quite. He looks to be, from those force hits, chunks were flying off of him. Most of his chains seem to be broken, shattered. Rings fallen to the ground. Heavy breathing, just barely limping alive.
Is he currently the weakest link?
One could say.
He's so heavily damaged. Just one more attack on him should do it.
So Navarro's going to flash him a nice smile, nice sweet smile, and say in Abyssal, run.
I love how this turned into this basically turned into a game now.
Yeah, it started off we were jumped and outnumbered and outgunned, and now it's like one guy's running off into a corner, other people are taunting him.
I think part of it was we were just like in a bad position. Meanwhile, I'm just like I'm playing whack-a-mole over here.
That chain devil arches an eyebrow back at you and is like, as soon as I die, you'll see me again soon.
Yeah, sadly.
Hey, no respawns.
Just remember too, in a couple of rounds we have one more guy who has no idea what's happening.
Now after that,
Actually, no.
it
If
banishes him fully.
Navarro keeps concentration, it stays away.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as I don't lose my train of thought, he doesn't come back.
Okay, but just hypothetically, if we wrap this up before that minute is over, it's 1 minute, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a minute, and we're on turn 5 of 10. So
Okay. If we wrap this up before then, just let me, please.
no.
No.
That said, moving on to Barb Devil
Claw.
1. First claw against
When I
Arc.
killed a monster.
Miss. Second claw against Arc. Also a miss. Now, he has advantage. So still first claw is a miss. We'll click the advantage icon this time. 23. He hits with the offhand.
About time.
For a mighty 5 hit points, then halved to 2.
I'm still
Comes
Still
in with
like
the
partially
tail
resisted,
swipe
absorbed, 0
with a
damage.
critical hit.
Ooh.
Total of 16 damage, half to 8.
Oh, finally out of temp. Exactly out of temp.
I was gonna say it still says absorbed, so you aren't even in your real hit points yet.
So the fun thing is that he's feeling really good about himself. What he doesn't realize is he's now my primary target.
This is true. Speaking of which, it's your turn.
So I look over at the shish kebab that is the drow.
Yep.
Then look at him and go, bad move. Reckless attack.
Okay.
16?
Let's see. Will hit.
That was the first one where I'm like, oh, maybe not. And that is max freaking damage. So that's going to be 21 damage.
Alrighty.
And I'll knock him into the shelf.
Okay. Make that strength roll.
I'll go to the one that's to map left, because that's the one that didn't just kill his friend. That's going to be a 24.
24. So it's about the same as last time. So the same amount of d6.
So 3d6 for the number.
Items, yeah.
Okay, that's 10.
10. So 10 d6 worth of damage.
If only
I
I
like-
didn't have an 8
I
strength,
like
I would love to
environmental
push
hazards.
that chick into a shelf.
I like this a lot. 39.
Ooh. That takes him out. Same sort of kind of thing happens to him as happened to the drow. Just a massive wave of iron slices down into him. The final piece being the smallest looking tiny dagger, maybe made for a halfling, just right down in the top of the head. And it kind of turns to look at you and stutters something oddly and abyssal. Navarro, you would hear and understand him saying, "That's not fair." And then he winks out of existence.
So for my second attack, boom.
You're all the way. It only shows you're halfway between spaces.
Yeah, it's like it for some reason, like mid move, had me select the map and move the whole thing. So I look at this guy. Hi. 25 to hit.
That'll do.
And I'm all out of push. So 18 damage.
All right, he is looking more than halfway beat up.
Seriously, guys, you want to take a break or like scoot up behind me? I got it.
Anything else?
That's all I really got. But
Okay.
I'll look at everyone like, seriously, get behind the shelves. I got it.
Chain Devil 1 looks at Naivara. Hits with a 26
Wow.
for a total of 12. So go ahead and give me a DC 10 concentration check.
Nice.
That'll do with an 18. Made it 21.
Nice.
Second attack is going to miss with a 3. So wraps in with that first one, but the chains do twirl around and grab you and pull you in next to it. That moves us to Chain Devil number 2, looking at Arc. Hey, that's a hit with a 27.
Okay, you know what? Well, fair enough.
Total of 8 damage. Partial makes 4. Chains wrap around you. Not that that's going to do a whole lot.
Not really.
Second attack with a mighty 8 on the die roll misses.
Honestly, by grappling me, he's made it worse for himself.
He's just made himself closer for that hug.
True. Misaki, your turn.
Yeah, we're going to not move the map.
Right? It just wants a hug.
And we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Critical.
Nice.
Still MVP.
Very nice damage added on to that Chain Devil. That was Devil number 1? Yep. Devil number 1 winks out of existence.
And you can now move your sword to the other
You
one.
did tell him. You did tell him.
I told him to run.
Hey, that means I can.
I got this.
That's good because I'm gonna heal myself some more. What did we say the potion bottles had in them?
Regular potions are 2d4 plus 2.
Do that.
I mean, we can probably save the potion and just take a rest after this.
Yeah, we've got at most 2 enemies.
Well, once
If Navarro
this
lets
Chain
me have
Devil's
fun
gone,
with
we
this
only
last
have
one.
0 enemies.
I'm just saying, if you guys want to like sit back and watch after I kill this guy, let the other Spike Devil come back, play some bets.
I was gonna say you go before that Chain Devil, right?
I do. I say we kill him. Navarro, I get in position. Navarro loses concentration. You guys enjoy the show.
That will miss.
Yep, I see.
All right. Any final movement?
Yeah, I'm going to move back now.
All right.
He's
Brings us
grappling
to
me, so
the top of the round. Any chat that you guys would like to have?
Seriously, guys, just relax.
Have we heard Lord Draho scream yet?
Not as of yet.
Okay, so we know he's not. He hasn't found the draw
It's
yet.
more of a frustration scream than like a pain scream.
No, you haven't heard anything because he can't run and breathe at the same time.
That's
If
what
anything, you hear a mild wheezing in the distance.
All right. Kibble fires in. Will hit. For a modicum of damage, that should actually be 10, not the amount that it gave. All right. Brings us back to Navarra.
All right, just in the interest of speeding this along,
Or Eldritch Blasts.
I don't know why that rolled twice.
Either which way, both hit.
just two attacks. Just two attacks. That's why. You did say you wanted to speed it up.
Mm-hmm. That is a way. Definitely a way.
This is the way.
Yeah, that's
I don't
over.
know why it attacked me, but okay.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Because you are targeted on yourself. Now you are not.
Because your
to
first
be
attack
fair-
killed him.
To be fair, aren't all warlocks their worst enemy?
That would explain why it rolled twice, though.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's I should have 18 more or 18 less wounds than I have.
no, I know what happened. At least two of your patrons got together and they're fighting through you.
It's just overflowing into you.
Are wielding unnecessary amounts of arcane power.
Define unnecessary.
There are a lot of things that are unnecessary, but are fun.
Unnecessary is 3 devils.
Alright, and I'll go ahead and use my
I mean-
Dark One's blessing, and I'll just grab some temp HP from killing that guy.
I mean,
Alright.
if you were paying attention, Draho, there were 4.
At the start,
Barb Devil 2 is out, so that brings us back to Arc.
Okay. So as he's got this chain wrapped around me, I'm just gonna kind of like, move my arms around it to show not a thing. Reckless attack. 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
All right, and that's going to be 17, and we're going to do the shelf thing again because that's fun.
And
that's-
as you do it, you see the life kind of leave his eyes, and he just vanishes into smoke going into the shelf.
Okay, so last I remember, that one guy was about here. Navarra,
I'm not there to give an opinion, but I don't think we should bring him back. We successfully banished him for an entire combat. He doesn't deserve to come back. Do you know how hard it is to maintain a banishment for 6 rounds of combat?
1, you're not here. 2, I just look back at everyone and be like, hey guys, you want to bet on how long he lasts?
no, because he doesn't have to come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him
Define
there.
unnecessary. Come on, guys. You don't have to do anything except sit back and watch.
In the interest of time, I'm going to leave him there.
Okay. So,
Fine.
24 seconds later, he is banished to that plane on the abyss permanently.
Okay.
For
In
now.
that half minute, what happens to Draho?
Let's see. So
Meanwhile-
4 rounds. No, technically 5 rounds later. Go ahead and roll me. Well, just one investigation check after another, and I'll tell you what happens each time.
Sweet. First investigation.
I was trying, chat.
That is
I was
15.
trying.
So
I
with
wanted-
a 15, you round a corner and you see a globe of inky black darkness.
Like the spell darkness?
More than likely.
I'm not running headlong into it with all these weapon racks everywhere. I've seen what they can do if you hit one too hard.
Not with that attitude.
So they clearly it was through the darkness, but maybe the darkness is a trick to try and get me to run through it and hurt myself, and they didn't go through the darkness.
Can you cast Magic Missile?
And
No, I can't cast anything.
that's one round of waiting and pondering.
Well, oh. I don't get a roll for that one?
No,
You running
because you
into
were
the
sitting
dark-
there thinking about it.
You
Fair
running
enough.
headlock into the darkness is the last thing they'll expect.
All right, that's a 17.
So were you running through the darkness or away from the darkness?
I'm running around the darkness if I can, trying to skirt around it.
Circumnavigating the darkness.
That's very emo of you, Draho.
With that, you do find your way around it and get to the other side. Takes a couple rounds to get there. Give me one more.
Okay, one more investigation. Come on, don't escape. Natural 20, natural 20. No, 16, not bad.
16? All right. You find a small note sitting in the middle of the floor.
It's just a picture of a butt.
Well, I run up and pick up that note.
Is this where she pops out and puts a dagger to his throat and seduces him?
It just says, kick me.
All right, what's the note say? I hope it's written in a civilized language.
Let's see. Do.
You didn't expect this to happen.
As you pick up the note and you start reading it, it does look to be in Elven. It says, boom. And the note lights on fire.
I love it so much.
Oh man, you just got Wile Coyote'd.
Yeah.
Only does 14 points of damage to you, so just kind of singes your hand as you're able to throw it away.
Yeah.
One could say she's playing hard to get.
I have 13 hit points left. Can we continue pursuit?
I don't know, can you?
All right, give me one more.
You don't have anyone else's inspiration to mess up.
Yeah, anyone got inspiration out there?
We could take Kaizen's.
I think he owes it to us.
Take Kibbles.
Yeah, Kibble's a player.
Just-
But he's not anywhere near you.
No, you're the one chasing the lady. You're the player.
Ha ha ha. Y'all are laughing. It's all funny until I get her with an arrow sight.
Nah, he's not the player.
Ooh, 11. I think
11?
I lost her.
Yep, unfortunately, she does kind of pad away silently.
I'll return back to the group very dejected and very much like one small ember still burning on the corner of my hair in the front of my face.
Okay.
Assumably you
looks
guys
like,
just hear a boom, and about a minute later I come walking back dejected.
I have channel points. Can I spend them?
If you'd like.
So I look at Draho as he's coming back. I go, seems like that chase just blew up in your face, huh?
Well, no, wait. If we got channel points to give me another roll, I might catch her.
And there it is.
Oh, yeah. Let me get that investigation out. Sweet, sweet investigative work.
Do you know how much fake currency?
16. We're back in the game, baby.
All right. So with that,
You
you
just
do
got
hear
winked.
a slight padding off into another direction. Seems to be headed towards the entrance to this space.
Keep
Just so you
chasing.
know, Draho, I'm only doing this so you can get an emo girlfriend.
I feel by this point she should just be a constant threat when we're sleeping.
We just got
Just you.
we just got a rival.
That's what I mean. At this point, I feel like I should just every now and then wake up to just some nefarious trap in my tent.
First of all, you don't sleep. Second of all, we have the glaive of warning.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, this would be fun. So, 16. I head off in the direction I hear tapping.
All right.
This actually did just become Roadrunner and Coyote.
Hey, man, Coyote wins eventually, right? I don't know. I haven't watched all the cartoons.
No, that is the whole point.
No. There's one made where he wins.
They have to
I
at some point.
honestly think that the Roadrunner is just an Acme employee plant so that they could keep getting him to buy things.
All right.
Surprise.
You round a corner and you see 3 small, odd globules that are shining in the darkness.
She casts dancing lights. She wants a
I was gonna
romantic
say, do
candle.
they look like something I can easily identify as a cantrip or something?
Definitely, with your arcane knowledge, you'd know that it's dancing lights.
I think she's just invited you to a romantically lit dinner.
No, I'm just gonna keep running. If anything, it's easier to see where I'm going now.
All right. Running towards the direction that the lights are in, or away from them?
See, last time I ran into the trap. You know what?
You wouldn't fall for the same thing twice.
They wouldn't try the same thing twice.
He wouldn't do it again, would he?
Let's run through the lights, but as I get close to the lights, I'm just gonna jump and try and clear the distance between the lights. Like, in case there's a floor trap, I might get lucky.
All right.
No, you're not playing a cleric.
Go ahead and roll another, or rather a dex save.
That's a bit of an inside joke for the audience. Sorry about that.
Dex save. Dex save or acrobatics?
Dex save.
Okay. Womp womp. All good things come to an end.
This is
How
true.
dead is he?
So you were very correct. Floor trap was there. You go padding through
How did I get advantage because I was expecting one?
you didn't know where it was, and you.
I
weren't
knew there would be a
specifically
floor trap, so I specifically tried to
looking
jump
for it.
away from it.
Unfortunately, with a 1, you jumped right into it. So
Fine.
as you get in there, basically what happens is the floor drops about 5 feet, and around your feet, these manacles spring up and grab onto your ankles.
Oh, she's into the kinky stuff.
Oh, they're manacles?
Yep. For that, you take 1 whole point of falling damage, and then the manacles kind of poke into you for, yet again, 1 whole point.
All right, so now comes the seduction.
If they're manacles, question. Now, I assume manacles are built kind of like modern day handcuffs, where they're pretty much one key does all. I do have a manacle key, because I have a set of manacles on me.
Roll a d20. High, low, good, bad, me, you.
Let's go low, me.
All right. You put your key into that, and unfortunately, with that being high, you go to turn it, and it just doesn't seem to be fitting it correctly.
Okay, now you have to hope that she wants to go low.
Well, that's it. Unless she comes back to attack me, I'm stuck here.
Or seduce you.
I mean,
I mean, depending on what they negotiate, it could be the same thing.
Hey, Draho, chat.
oh no. Oh. Really? First off,
that's
that's
a
none of
denial,
your
by the way.
business. Second off, I was not a charmer. No.
Just a suggestion, Draho.
Hmm.
None of us are there, but sound carries. So what do you want with this information?
Well, assumably you keep hearing explosions, traps, and a lot of cursing in Elven. Off in the distance.
Which means I'm chuckling.
Does anyone here understand Elven?
Masaki's chuckling.
Yep, I understand, Elvin.
Okay. Are you also laughing?
Sure.
I just look at them like, do we need to go help him?
Define need.
Define unnecessary.
Oh, so did I lose her, or?
She doesn't seem to be coming back.
Okay, well, I'll start screaming for help.
And you can hear this
there it
echoing through the corridor.
In every language I know, Common, Elven, Sylvan, what else do I know?
The trees. The trees come to help you.
Oh, you speak
Just-
Lorak.
Does one of them turn into a ranger?
We can only hope.
Why is there a tree down here? I've always been here. Well, he's a tree. He'd know better than we would.
Oh,
All right.
I'm gonna get that one day. They're gonna add that to the official material when I'm changing characters.
Yes.
Oh, and Draconic.
did you do you still have the skull that had the
Oh, yeah.
note? Yeah. So we know where they went, so we know where the next spot is probably.
Yeah, I'm a more immediate concern, the screaming elf.
It
But
doesn't
with
sound
that-
like a blood curdling scream, so
that is a
we
good
can
I've
walk
known
starting
him
away.
longer than
point
you.
to hold off on. So we'll come back to you guys saving Draho from his shortfalls next session.
Ha!
Should we just call the next episode Safe Word? Operation Safe Word?
Kedro, I'm not
Red light,
joking.
green
She
light?
better be at the next ambush. It's happening. I'm gonna get her.
Perhaps.
This is
While
happening
we're all
now.
sleeping, Draho's just going to wander out there. It sure would be a terrible thing if someone were to jump me.
Well, yeah, they don't know I have the warning spear. I mean, I can literally walk in acting like a complete idiot. Or
They
Draho.
won't be
They
acting.
definitely don't know that you have the thing that shrieked when the ambush happened.
In fairness, I'm a semi-effeminate elf. It could have been me shrieking.
So, elf.
They don't know.
With that,
Yeah, so elf.
thank
With
you
that,
to
we'll
all
discuss
of
this
our
after the
viewers.
Thanks for the help, everybody.
We
Yes,
will be
thank you.
back next week.
Thank you for wasting all your money on opportunities for him.
See you guys next week.
Oh.